one fateful day, the Apothecaire leaves her little cottage on a week-long journey, telling her apprentices to take care of any customers who stop by for potions. There are lists of ingredients and recipes for the most standard of potions if they are out of stock, but not all customers want something easy.
Excuse me, is the Apothecaire in? I need her to make a potion for me.
The Apothecaire's not in right now, but I'm her apprentice. What potion did you need?
Part of your apprenticeship is to log the customer's details in the big dusty tome the Apothecaire keeps as a record of her ingredients and time, as well as descriptions of the customers themselves, as their energy and mood also affect the magical working. The Apothecaire's Apprentice by Lionne Publishing is a 1 to 2 player TTRPG of creation and collaboration as you attempt to make potions for demanding villagers and shape the world around the Apothecaire's cottage with each new customer. Good luck, and don't blow up the cottage while the Apothecaire's away. Hello, lovely humans. How are you doing today? So, for those of you who know my channel, you know me. For those of you who don't, hi, I'm Anya. I am Lionne Cosplay Everywhere, and I am the creator of The Apothecaire's Apprentice, which is currently live on Kickstarter. With me is the lovely Eve, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Eve. I am a cosplayer and TTRPG person, and you can find me under Eve Me Alone basically everywhere. That name has never worked and is unlikely to work in the future.
Valid.
It really hasn't worked.
Today what we're going to do is we're going to be doing a playtest of the 2-player mode of the Apothecaire's Apprentice. It is a journaling game, as you heard in the lovely trailer before this. And so we'll go over roughly over the mechanics, but we're just going to play through essentially like a shortened version of the game. Because it can be a little bit long when you're playing 2-player. But to start, what you need for the game is you need a deck of cards, you need a D4 and a D8, and a journal to log all of your stuffs. Now, there are journals as add-ons to the game, or and those have lovely artwork from Alderdoodle. Definitely go check her out. Or you can just do your own journal or word processor, whatever. But in any case, that is all you need to play the game. And if you don't have a deck of cards, all you need is a D12 and a D4, and you just skip the King's section in the game. It's fine. So, yes, we are going to start with character creation. We have not started that yet, so we're going in cold on that. So we have our beautiful character sheets.
Currently very empty.
Yes. Would you like a pen or a pencil?
I'm gonna go with pencil.
Okay, go for it.
Thank you.
Being a true TTRPGer.
Yeah, I need to erase the death saving throw thing many times.
Well, there are no death saving throws in this.
That is so nice. It's really nice to just not fear of my character's life for once. You know, a good cozy game is really relaxing.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. So let's see. Obviously, player name, we just put down our names. Character name, I kind of want to go... for some reason, I'm just thinking of the Golden Compass and Lyra from that. Northern Lights, if you have the British version. But I just kind of like Lyra, so I think I'm going to go with that.
That's really nice. I have a character that is a little kind of an apothecary, who I'm going to borrow, and she's called Wisteria.
Ah, fun.
Do you know where the name comes from?
No, I don't actually.
It's a flower name of these gorgeous dropping blue flowers.
Mm-hmm.
They are called Wisteria.
Yeah, gotcha.
They're also very poisonous.
Yeah,
Do not eat them.
We've had that conversation when we did our Emodna photo shoot. Yeah, because we were right next to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're good. That genuinely no harm is done by being in the vicinity. Just don't eat them.
Yeah, like many things, which, by the way, I note in my game book, there are some ingredients in this game that are real-life plants that are also poisonous. Do not touch or consume anything until you do research to see if you can. Just wanted to put that out there. So for character building, we do have questions, but we also have the character sheets that relate to the questions. So why did Wisteria want to become an apprentice to the Apothecaire?
She used to...
Yeah.
Reason for the apprenticeship. She used to be a nurse in a war, and she found that she was very good at it. Mm-hmm. And now that the war is over, she would like to continue her education in that direction.
I love that. Yeah. I feel like Lyra is just brand new, doesn't know anything about anything, but has seen the Apothecaire in the village and was just like, I want to be like her. And that's like fully the reason. And I think with the next question, how long have they been an apprentice? Literally like 1 month. Brand new apprentice.
You have just started out, just getting your footing.
Mm-hmm. What about you? What do you think?
I think she might be at this a little longer already.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how open is the world
as
that this is played?
Open as you want it to be. So part of the thing with this game is that as you're helping customers, you're also going to do world building. So you get to establish where it's located, or in our case, we'll do this together, where you're located. It can even be in an already existing TTRPG if you so want to do that. So we can be at, I don't know if I can say actual things, but you can be at locations.
Your location in your favorite story.
Exactly.
I think she's been at it for maybe roughly 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So been an apprentice for a while, maybe very close to becoming an apothecary herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this might be the test run.
Yeah,
because the apothecary is out of town.
Yep,
the actual
exactly.
one.
So then, what is inspiring to our characters?
Oh,
This is very open-ended, but the idea of what is inspiring within the world of potions, within nature, whatever it is, what aspect of potion making is inspiring to Wisteria?
I think creating a unique solution to a unique problem. Because you are creating such specialized potions in this game for each character that comes in, and that requires so many skills that I personally, and she now by proxy, holds dear, which is, getting into the detail of things and trying to, make it as specific as possible.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I feel like for Lyra, she just likes the sparklies. So anything... anything that is beautiful and just makes like the coolest effects or like the neatest types of potions, like those are what's inspiring to her. So let me write that down.
That is so much more wholesome than mine.
I mean, she's only been at it for a month, and she's just basically starstruck by the Apothecaire. She's just like, I want to be like you.
That is so sweet.
And I literally just wrote down sparkly in my inspiration section. So next, what does your apprentice look like?
She has really big, bouncy red hair, and a lot of freckles, but not just on her face, but her entire body is covered with these beautiful freckles, and some lilac eyes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's a good base description.
Yeah, I think, so I wrote down a little bit. Lyra has brown, like, ridiculously curly hair that she just always has up in this massive, messy bun. Just constantly wearing, like, petticoats and skirts. She wears a lot of blues, jewel tones, things like that. Just loving that vibe.
That's really nice.
Yeah. Then let's see. What secret does Wisteria know about the Apothecaire?
Oh, that is a good question. Oh, maybe now after 4 years of being an apprentice, there is somewhere in the apothecary like a tiny cabinet hidden away with some very specific ingredients that she has never seen the apothecary use. And there must be a reason for that.
Oh, I love that. Let's see. For Lyra, I feel like being newer and not having been around the Apothecaire as much, it's one of those things, like, she's bright-eyed and innocent, and so that makes people reveal secrets to them that they wouldn't reveal to other people, especially people that they've known for a very long time. And maybe the Apothecaire is planning to retire.
Oh.
And have Wisteria take over.
Well, let's see how this goes. How well we can serve our community.
We'll see. So then the last question is, what precious object do you always keep on you?
I think Wisteria still has a pair of shears that was used to cut gauze during war to bandage up soldiers. And they are very, very well made, so they are still quite sharp. And she uses them now instead of, cutting up gauze to actually cut up ingredients.
Interesting. I like that because it has some serious sentimental value. Now, for me, I wrote, and this is a little bit me as well, but a labradorite worry stone, but whereas mine is just like a regular stone, Lyra's is shaped like an owl, and it's a little bit worn away with time. Like the beak is a little bit softer than it was when she first got it. It's just like this little thing that she fidgets with in her pocket. She sometimes doesn't even realize that she's doing it, but it's just always there for her to grab onto when she's thinking, stuff like that.
That's very sweet.
Yeah. So that is our character creation. Then we have the cottage itself. So let me get to...
Also another very beautifully designed page.
So pretty. I love it so much. So we have questions once again, or you can also just look at the cottage page, either way. So first of all, where's the cottage located?
The question, are we in the same cottage or?
I think so, yeah. Maybe it could be like a larger town, not like a huge city or anything like that, but it's in central enough of a location that we get all manner of people stopping by. Like maybe there are like a series of other towns and villages in the surrounding area within a day or a half day's journey. Something like that?
Yeah, I like that.
So like a hub almost. So with that, other questions with this location is it in the forest, on a tall mountaintop, directly in the center of a village, or on its outskirts, somewhere else entirely? So it's in a town near others, kind of like a hub. So is the cottage itself in the town proper, or are we a little bit further away, a little bit removed from the town?
I think that my first instinct is to go like, oh yeah, let's have it removed, have it like a lot of space, because that's the kind of standard for like apothecaries to be a little close to the forest so you can get ingredients.
Yeah.
So I might want to go exactly against that and be in the town and basically have this cottage that's just overgrown with everything. I don't know if you've ever been to the northern parts of Germany, a little more in the rural areas.
Some, yeah.
There is a specific type of roofing where you use a lot of hay.
Yeah.
Hay and moss. And that basically results into having a full-on, not grass, but like moss covering of your house where anything can grow.
That is so cool.
And I think that might be something so cute and different to have in a city.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if, maybe that is not the norm in the city. And so everyone else has like these really fancy tiles that have like wave patterns and things like that. But then there's this little apothecare's cottage that is just moss. And maybe some of the garden has made its way up onto the roof as well.
I 100% would think so, and it really is. Sometimes if you go up there, you see like tiny trees on these houses sprouting because some squirrel picked a nut and decided, I'm going to bury that in this roof.
Oh, 100%. I love that so much. So, let's see. The next, the garden itself. So we kind of got onto that already. So the layout of the garden, part of it is on the roof.
Yes. This is the fantasy version of a rooftop garden.
And yeah, I agree with you. It's probably very chaotic. So all over the place. There is organization to the chaos, but from an outside observer, they would have no idea what's going on.
Because we have limited space to work with, and we need to grow as many ingredients as possible to make the most cool potions that they are.
Yeah. Okay.
It's organized chaos.
Yeah. Organized chaos is perfect. So what does the cottage look like on the outside? I described it as the facade here. So what do people see when they first look at the cottage? And this is going to be versus what is actually on the inside of it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so magic can exist in all forms. So maybe it's not really what is on the inside that you see. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. For the facade, I am a huge fan of anything stained glass. So I could...
Me too.
Right, it's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
So I could imagine that there are two quite large windows on the right and left of the entrance door that have these very, very classic iron squares that square off different panels of stained glass, and that bit by bit these panels have been replaced by things that were left over from making potion bottles.
Okay.
So then you had material left over, and now and then a window breaks, and every time that does, one takes these leftovers from the glass and with magic forms them into a new fitted window into the glass.
That is so cool. I love that so much.
It's recycling.
Let's see what else with that. I know that it's not great for the buildings, but I love the look of vines going up the sides of buildings. So I feel like it would be all over one side of the cottage is just covered in vines. Mm-hmm. And the apothecaire had hired someone to magically protect the cottage so that the vines would not actually hurt it.
That's very important. I like that a lot.
And there's like a little gate at the entrance. So like there's a little swinging gate that people have to go through to get into the cottage proper.
Can at the gate hang a slightly tilted sign that says "Don't eat anything"?
Oh, 100%. I'm writing that down.
Eat at your own risk.
Don't eat anything, you will regret it.
Yeah.
You have been warned. Okay, so going into the cottage then, as we go past these stained glass windows, beautiful even with the broken bits and pieces, moving into the interior of it, I feel like we have it's one of those things, it's bigger on the inside.
I love that, yes.
Because, small, squat cottage, not even necessarily a Doctor Who reference, could also be a House Moving Castle reference. Or like House of Many Ways, which is the third book in that series, and it's really good.
Ooh, I should read that.
Yeah, I have it on my shelf. You can borrow them.
Don't mind if I do.
Anyway, but the idea of, I really love the idea from the House of Many Ways where you have to go through twists and turns. Like, if you walk through a doorway in one direction, or if you turn directly after going into it, you end up in a different part of the cottage. So it's folded in on itself. Mm-hmm. And so I really like that idea, just not to the extent that it is in the book, because it is massive, but even just having a couple of turns so that people who are trying to, say, steal ingredients that are really rare can't, because they can't find them.
That is a very cool idea. I do not know how to put that into adequate short words on here. So I'm very tempted to just write magic. Space and time, space magic.
Yeah. Like an origami house almost.
Oh.
Okay. So then, we already answered those questions then. What is your apprentice's favorite location in or around the cottage, and what is their least favorite? Describe what they look like and what they do there.
Okay. Vistaria's favorite spot probably would be, so when you enter through the little gate, I would imagine that at either the left or the right there are a few rows just planted with different things. And I think in the second row, there is, on the outer spot, a little patch of not super medicinal flowers, but that she had brought from her home. Okay. They are basically just a cosmetic thing that makes things smell nice.
Gotcha.
So they, you can just put them into a potion, and when you open it up, it smells nicer. Mm-hmm. Which, when you have such limited space, doing these kind of little tweaks and cosmetic things to make things prettier or smell nicer might be an active choice to okay, this is not super functional, but I still want to have that. And I think tending to those might be her favorite spot where she likes to go and check on them.
Yeah.
I think I'm the least favorite, but what's your favorite spot?
I think that Lyra's favorite spot in the cottage is actually, it's one of those that it takes a couple of twists and turns to get to through the magic. But it's actually where all of the potion books are stored. There's this rickety staircase that leads up to a skylight area that's just cozy cushions everywhere. And she just loves to sit there curled up and just read about potions and the history of potions, where they originated from, the different ways that people make different health potions, or all different kinds of things. And so sometimes she just loses track of time there. She's only been here for a month, so, learning process. But I feel like that would be her favorite spot.
Yeah, you still have plenty to read.
Exactly. She's only gotten through a couple of books so far. The Apothecaire keeps calling her down, being like, what are you doing up here? We have work to do.
Bookworm.
Yeah.
I think I found a good answer to least favorite spot. So we have a little roof garden. I think that might be her least favorite spot because she's mildly afraid of heights.
I was gonna say.
Eve, absolutely love the idea. Burn for it. Visteria, no. Firm ground person. What about Lyra?
Let me think. So I feel like there's a section of the garden that it's not so much she doesn't hate it, but there's a section that has the more dangerous plants in them. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those that is hidden from the public because even warning signs are not enough. Mm-hmm. And so it's one of those where the plants actually can do things themselves. Like, they can snap at you a little bit, Audrey, too, except no singing. Or, you know, just things of that nature. And she's just very nervous about having to harvest these plants and things like that, because she probably got bitten by one of them her first day at the cottage. And so it's like bringing up her courage to be able to do that again.
It's like a separate sign in front of theirs, which says they do bite.
100%. So that's our cottage section done, which brings us to the actual potion making part of the game. So let me flip some pages. So the way the potion making section works is that we will we have our deck of cards that we will be drawing from for our customers. I can say words. So we will. These cards are old. There we go. So we will roll a d4 and we will find out how many customers we have the first day that the Apothecaire is gone. Then we will draw that many cards. If a joker is drawn, that is a special thing that we will get into later if it happens. But we will draw our cards. We will find out who our customers are, determine their mood by a d8 roll, and then we go from there for what potion they want. So their mood affects different things, like what vessel is used for the potion itself, if you need a bigger batch, things like that. So we'll get into it with that. Would you like to do the honors and roll the first d4?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's a very stabby, piercing d4 that has little skulls and red liquid in it.
I love it.
Yes, me too. Let's go. Oh, we're starting with 1.
Nice and easy for our first day. So since you rolled the die, I will draw the card, and we have a 10 of hearts. So that tells us that our first person is the florist who's coming by. So what do you think? Who is the florist? So we're switching to our potion making sheets. What kind of person are they as they come bustling up to the cottage?
Can we also give them a name?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the florist might be named Katarina.
Sure.
A slightly Russian pronunciation tilt. I could imagine they're a little tightly wound because and very, very peculiar about timing, because with fresh flowers you have a limited window where things work and where things look perfect, and when you get hired to, you know, provide flowers for big events, you need to nail that timing.
Absolutely. So with that, we're going to roll the d8 now to see what her mood is. 3 is nervous, which means that we need a larger batch size when whatever potion it is we will be making for her. So from there, Katarina comes up. She's very nervous and stressed out, just very anxiously coming to us. I would say that I'm probably in the front, just hanging out, sipping some tea as the doorbell jingles and she enters in. Where would Wisteria be?
Wisteria is probably at the back of the cottage, staring at a ladder that goes up to the roof and goes like, I need to go up there. But I don't want to. But I need to go up there. But I don't want to.
Maybe I can get Lyra to do it. She likes tall places.
Exactly. Why do we have a new apprentice if I still need to go up there?
I love that. So, with that, let's find out what potion she's requesting. So we're going to roll a d8 and a d4 to determine that. Do you want to roll both?
No, you don't want to run either. Okay.
Let's see. So I've got a 1 on the 4.
And I've got a 5 on the d8.
So a health and healing potion, which feels appropriate for being nervous.
Yeah.
So let's see. We'll flip over to that page. after the affliction potions. So, a common healing salve. So, a common healing salve is exactly what one expects it to be, from mending cuts and scrapes to bruises. It's always a useful one to have around the kitchen or after a hard day of training should anything go awry. The salve is a thick brown consistency and smells faintly of cacao beans. So,
I know I want hot chocolate.
I mean, that can make you hot chocolate later.
She said it. I'm going to tell if she doesn't.
Well, you know what? We'll take a break at one point, and then we'll come back and we'll have hot chocolates. So she comes up. She wants a common healing salve.
That seems like something an apothecary...
Apothecaire. I had to be fancy.
It's a beautiful word. Mm-hmm. I am German.
And it is French. And so with the alteration, it needs to be bigger batch size. So maybe some of her flowers weren't what they were supposed to be?
Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe some unexpected contact allergies because she got delivered the wrong kind of flowers. And now she's feeling quite under the weather from them. But they're very pretty flowers, so she's keeping them in the bouquet.
Yeah. So then with that, we then need to roll to see if we are missing anything. So if you would roll a D1, please. Sorry, a D4, please. I was looking at the 1 on the D4.
I'll roll a D1 for you, but I can tell you what the outcome is. It's a 2.
2. So we are missing a complex ingredient. Now, what I have in the back of the book is some just options for ingredients if you can't, if you're having problems coming up with ideas yourself. So for a complex ingredient, that could be anything from uncommon, rare, or intangible. So what do you think? Let's see, with a healing potion, we have Scarlet Elf Cup, which I think is a flower. I think it's a real flower. Or I just made it up, in any case. So we have that, Dragon's Blood Sap, which is real. And then we have Phoenix Feather, Basilisk Venom. What do you think?
It is also based on a D8, so should we roll for an ingredient?
Sure. We can roll for one.
I like rolling dice.
Yes, I do too. So, do you want uncommon, rare, or intangible?
Intangible sounds really interesting.
So go ahead and roll that D8.
That would be a 2.
Okay. The scent of an incoming snowstorm.
Oh, Jesus Christ, where are we going to get that?
Well, what do you think? How do we harvest the scent of an incoming snowstorm?
Oh, that is a good question. So that would be probably an ingredient that we usually just have after the Apothecaire was on a longer tour. Mm-hmm. That might be the reason why they're currently gone to go and get all these kind of incredibly rare ingredients where you'd need to climb up a mountain to where a snowstorm could happen to literally bottle this. That's where we would usually get it. Mm-hmm. But now that we are out, but we need it, where could we, to whom could we turn?
I would say probably, say if, for example, there is a magic school of some kind, sorcery or whatever it may be, maybe they also collect these kinds of rare ingredients for their spell work.
Yeah.
So they very possibly could have something available there for us.
I think that sounds very good. Yeah.
Okay,
That'd be the place to check.
I would say that Lyra probably realizes very quickly that we're missing this and goes, "Oh no, my cousin is there. I can talk to them and see if maybe they can do us a favor and we can get this ingredient for the potion."
That would be amazing.
Okay.
Go ahead and check.
Okay, I will be back. How long do It's only a few blocks away. I'll be back. And she just scurries off to the school to go get this ingredient. Meanwhile, what are you doing to prepare?
To prepare? Mm-hmm. Okay, so my first instinct was to take Katarina to feed the snapping dragons, which are little flowers that snap.
Yes.
Because she is knowledgeable enough in plants that I'd be comfortable to, under supervision, take her where doesn't, just to she seems stressed, and even though the potion can help alleviate her physical pain, but she doesn't want to wait for the potion to kick in to maybe alleviate just some of the anxiety of like, oh no, my work is delayed, but I need to be on time. Just, give her something to do to distract, and having moving flowers that eat things is very distracting.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I'm no help in this preparation. I'm just listening to someone's worries.
And I would say it probably takes Lyra a little bit longer than it should. Maybe like 2-3 hours go by before she's back with this teeny tiny bottled, it looks like a swirl of snowflakes. And she just goes, it took a little bit longer. I needed to offer a favor in return in the future.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes.
Any stipulations on that, or just a blank favor?
Blank favor?
The Fae will have that fun with you. That will... Mysteria just looks at you. That will be what we call a learning experience.
Okay. But I have it.
That's amazing.
So then we go about the process of brewing this potion, and we need to find out on our success chart how successful, if we are, with this potion. Would you like to roll a d4?
I've rolled the last two, so
Okay.
I think you should do the honors.
On the floor.
We are not very successful.
I will roll it here with your die.
That's a 4.
Yeah.
What's a 4?
A 4 is good. It's a critical success.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yay.
What does that mean?
So this just means that we have absolutely no issues besides the fact that Lyra has offered a favor with no strings attached to it to the people at the school.
That will not come to bite us in the back.
No, it won't. Not at all. But the potion boils down into this thick cocoa scent textured paste that as soon as the florist puts it, uses it however is needed, will immediately go into effect. So it's not a mixed success, it's not a mixed failure, it's not a critical failure. It is a critical success. So, hey, not bad for our first day without the Apothecaire.
Yeah.
Grand scheme of things, that wasn't too bad.
Nothing burnt down, no
Yep.
unpleasant effects.
No one got bitten by strange plants.
So far.
So good, yeah. Do you want to grab that die that fell
I
on
have
the floor?
no idea where
Oh
it went.
no.
Oh no, I see it. Wait,
Okay,
there,
I got it.
Can you reach it?
Yes, I
Okay.
can reach it. Wow, it flung all the way to the back of the desk. Okay,
It didn't like us.
so now would you like to roll the next d4 since I'm so good at it to find out how many customers we have for the next day? Oh, no, wait. Pause. This is what I forget. The local environs question. So
okay.
now that we have helped our florist, Katarina, we now need to answer a question, which I think I already know which one it will be because we already established that there is a magical school here. Mm-hmm. So with that, there are a couple of options I would say. Let me find them. So it could be either, let me find it, the academies or schools of learning question, or it could be like the taboo magics or other magic systems besides potion making. We have 3 options.
I feel like we've answered the question of are there other magic systems in this world beyond potions?
But we could elaborate more on it.
True. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Here, you can write this one.
Okay. We have actually already elaborated on that way earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because there must be protective magic in the world to protect our cottage
true.
from the plants.
This is very true.
So there is at least some sort of protective magic.
Okay, yeah. So, is it a magic system that requires like chanting, or well, we have special ingredients because the magic school had the bottled scent of the incoming snowstorm.
Yeah, I like the idea that magic in general is ingredient based.
Yeah.
That gives it this nice. It is accessible to anyone who can find the ingredients and put them together in the right way, which I like. I kind of like more beyond the idea of you need to be born with magic.
Yeah.
But that you can learn and study magic. I like playing wizards.
And I like playing bards.
And so it is ingredient based.
Mm-hmm.
So potion making is a subclass of that.
Yeah.
But then also has as a consequence that nature inherently must be magical.
Oh yeah.
Because if ingredients bring magic to something and put together the right thing, there must be something inherently magical about the world and nature itself.
Yeah, because even like many of these potions can be made with just all common ingredients. So that would mean that, yes, of course, anything can be magical.
Anything has like this tiny spark, and if put together right, it can be brought out.
I love that.
That also implies that there might be infinite combination of ingredients and magic effects that can come out. Probably many of them too small to even be noticed. Many times you've thrown together all sorts of plants and things you know are magical, but nothing really happens. But that can also mean that sometimes there's spectacular mishaps.
Very true. It could be like pure chaos, like Lyra picks the rosemary instead of the thyme, and that creates something truly chaotic in whatever potion she's trying to make.
Nice. I like that a lot.
I love that.
Okay.
Very fun. So now we roll for our next day of customers. The Apothecaire is gone for a week and we are holding down the fort.
Exactly. And I think we did a spectacular job on day one.
Yeah, exactly. It was not busy. It was okay. We managed to pick a whole bunch of ingredients that need to be dried and bundled, all of that. So, we didn't do too badly.
I think so too. Okay.
I will roll for the number of customers. 2. Not too bad.
Slowly increasing.
Yeah.
Word's getting around that the apprentices can be trusted. Hopefully.
Hopefully. We'll see. So our next one is the 7 of Diamonds. So 7 of Diamonds is a painter.
Oh.
Ooh, what kind of painter? Because it could be a portrait artist, it could be landscape, or maybe they do murals or something like that. I kind of like murals.
Yeah.
I love murals. Have you seen the one around the corner?
No, I haven't.
I'll show it to you later.
I've only been here.
Anyway.
I've only been here when it was dark, which sounds
This
wrong.
is true.
It's winter in Germany. It's dark all the time.
Yeah. It's dark at like 4. Yeah. Anyway, so I love the idea of a mural painter because that is gorgeous. So what is their mood? Oh yeah, let's describe them. What do they look like?
I got to pick a name and a demeanor last time. Now it's your turn.
I feel like they, I'm leaning towards they, them pronouns. They are kind of a stringy, very tall person. They use that to their advantage because they're painting large murals. And so they're a little bit more on the spindly side. Like, just lots of very strange patchwork, multicolored clothing because, of course, they're constantly getting paint on them. So who really cares what you look like when, you have paint all over you? Just like buzzed hair all around with like a flop of brown hair to one side.
That's cool.
And what should their name be? I'm gonna go with Rowan mainly because I have actually written a Rowan into the game as my sample. So I'm going to go with Rowan there. Different job, but who cares? Totally not a High Rollers reference.
I was sitting here and I was like, this has nothing to do with you finishing an episode.
It genuinely does not, because like I was writing that before I watched it. Anyway.
I contained myself.
So let's find out what their mood is, if you would like to roll the d8.
If his mood is wholesome.
There.
The dice decided.
Yeah. 4. They are mischievous.
Ooh.
So, which means that we have to change out a complex ingredient to something else.
Okay.
So. Okay. So, they are coming up not so much like anxious or anything like that, but they have like full-on trickster mode going.
They have an idea.
Yeah, they have an idea and they want to execute it. So let's see what kind of potion they want. So to start, it's an enhancement potion.
Oh, that I can see that with a mischievous mood.
See, Rowan.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, an enhancement potion. Which one? What do you think? Do you want to roll?
Yes, of course I want to roll.
Now you did it.
The D4s aren't with us today. Number 2.
2. Potion of Fleetfoot.
Oh.
Would you like to read it?
Yes, I would love to read it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put on my narrator voice?
Do it.
The potion of Fleetfoot is brewed with rare herbs and a copper griffin feather. This potion grants the drinker unmatched swiftness, enabling them to move with grace and celerity. Mm-hmm. Adventurers and thieves alike seek out this potion to navigate treacherous terrain, evade pursuers, and even strike out at their foes with lightning-fast precision.
Very good. So, interesting that they want the potion of Fleetfoot.
Ooh, but they're in a mischievous mood.
Exactly.
So what are they going to do that they need to be able to run away quickly? Or be very swift at it in general?
I feel like they want to pull a prank on someone in town, maybe someone higher up, who deserves it, of course. And so to do that, they need to be able to like jump a great distance to be able to reach the spot to paint whatever it is they're going to paint. So they don't give us specifics, of course, but unless they think that you would be in on the joke, I feel.
So it's one of these things where when you're in the know, he's just gonna paint a small mural, something that by an onlooker is completely innocuous. Mm-hmm. But if you know
100%.
Yeah.
Like, you see this tiny little blob way high up on, like, painted on the side of a building. You're like, is that just a flower? And then, but if you look at it from close up, you know that there's something inappropriate in there. Yeah. Perfect. So that's what they wanted, but we need to change a complex ingredient. Now, I already have one in there, the copper griffin feather. Mm-hmm. Maybe we need a different color griffin feather, like a gold or silver or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh. So the question would now be, where do we get that, right?
Well, we might have it already.
Oh,
we just need to see what we're missing now. So
right.
Yeah, so let's find out what we're missing with the D4 roll.
Let's see. Number 4.
We're not missing anything.
Oh, okay. So we just have to swap it out.
Yeah, that's nice and easy. Maybe the Apothecaire has a collection growing because there are far too many things that require griffin feathers these days, and they're so hard to get because maybe it's one of those where it's not, stealing griffin feathers, because that's a terrible thing to do. But you have to, say, befriend them, or you have to give them something in equal trade for one of their loose or shed feathers. Something of that nature.
I like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, now that we are not missing anything and we have exchanged the ingredient, do we immediately get to roll for if we succeed or not?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Exactly.
We're so efficient. I wrote the last ones.
Oh, okay.
You're rolling for success.
Yeah, let's see. Lyra's gonna roll a 1. No, it's a 4.
It's 4.
It looked like a 1 from this angle because I didn't see the other half of the 4. But it's a 1. It's a 4, not a 1. So
We are on a roll.
we are so on a roll here. We are doing so well, which means that we're going to crash and burn.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Because also just creative-wise, our ideas currently are still very concise and very, very hinged. I don't think these two characters yet have been very unhinged ideas.
Yeah.
But there's a whole week of customers.
Yes.
And let's see how, between Rowan the painter and Katarina the florist, who's gonna be number 20?
Exactly. So I feel like this is one of those ones that Lyra is just like looming over your shoulder as you're like busily doing it because it requires a switcheroo of something. And so she's just going, oh, and then you did, okay. And like jotting down little notes to make sure that she remembers everything. We'll see if that works. But
Exactly. If you want to do the variant where you're incredibly fleet but on your feet, I know it's called fleetfoot, but you can also do a variant for the hands.
Okay.
You need to change these feathers.
Gotcha. So if you put in the blue griffin feather, then what happens?
That leads to a very, very, very quick tongue. You might want to not speak to someone where you usually have to hold your tongue.
Oh, good to know. I will not try that. Except on my enemies. Do I have enemies?
Oh, it is also there are some people, some jesters who are very known for their sharp wit. They do take these.
Oh, that makes sense. And she jots down more notes. So then we answer another environment question.
Yeah.
So with this mural painter, I don't know if there's anything that would be specifically related to them, but maybe the statue in the village square.
Oh.
What historical figure or creature is commemorated there, and what was the event that caused them to reach hero status?
Oh, that is a very good question. Let's see, is there something we can pull from that we've previously established, or are we going to introduce a new thing?
Is it maybe related to what Rowan wants to paint?
That could be something.
Maybe it's something that they know about. Maybe it is like the mayor's ancestor who everyone loves and thinks is a wonderful person, but in reality, there like has some deep dark secret, and Rowan has, or at least they think, uncovered it.
Oh, that is interesting. And I know that's moving a little bit away from the question, but more into the mural thing.
Yeah.
And there are specific kind of flowers that only grow on graves. And the mural that he's going to paint is going to contain these flowers that only grow on these kind of very, very holy spoken graves.
Okay.
To point to the direction that there is something buried there.
Oh.
There's a secret buried underneath.
Oh, I love that. That's brilliant. Do you want to write it down?
Yes. Because, and everyone who walks past just sees, oh, that's some very pretty flowers. And those who are in the know go like, oh, there's something.
Like Katarina.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, so there's a flower mural. And to indicate who is being implied here with this mural, he's going to paint that on the side of the mayor's house. But for that, he has to jump over the roofs to get on, and that's why he needs the potion.
Yeah, exactly.
Mural. Mayor's house.
Yeah, and maybe there's some symbol that the mayor's ancestor is known for as well. So doubling down on it, maybe it's like some kind of bird.
Oh yeah,
And so it's this bird just surrounded by these flowers.
That's a cool idea.
And it looks very beautiful. And maybe the mayor's just like, oh, this is an interesting just painting about my ancestor. But in reality, it's hinting at something else for people who know the language of flowers.
Yes.
I love that.
It's very cool.
So we combined Rowan, our mural painter, with this question, and I think that's great. Okay, well then let's see who our next person is. We have a 3 of hearts. So that's the baker.
Aw.
Oh, I wonder what the baker wants. Here, we need a new sheet, so I'm just gonna move these off to the side.
We have plenty of sheets.
Yes, we do.
I printed double.
So we have the baker. I'm feeling very Miyazaki, so I'm thinking the woman from Kiki's Delivery Service. I forget her name.
Oh, I don't remember her name either.
But you know, that
The
kind of
vibe is
vibe.
good.
Yeah, like the green dress, the short cropped hair. Just very, very friendly and cheerful. Normally, anyway. We'll see.
Was she in the English dub named Moira?
I don't know, but we can use Moira as a name.
Okay.
Yeah.
She probably wasn't called that.
Yeah, I don't remember. I watched them in Japanese. But let's see what her mood is. What is that?
That's a 7.
7.
That's a 7. We didn't
She
have that yet.
is aloof, which means that there's no change in whatever potion she wants. So normally she's happy, bubbly, cheerful, but today less so, a little bit more reserved.
Okay.
Okay. So let's find out what potion she wants.
All right. D.
D8, yep.
Let's see. She would like number 8.
A rare,
A rare
potion. Okay. What do you want, Moira?
Let's see.
Ugh, rare
Oh,
potions.
there's a whole own chapter just for rare potions.
Yep, a 2. She wants a metamorphosis draught.
Oh, what does that do?
Interesting.
That sounds dramatic.
It is. It allows one to transform into fantastical creatures for a time, warping the body into dragon, griffin, even basilisk shape. The effects wear off after the end of a bell of time, so 1 hour. I just wanted to be fancy with how I ruled it. So the potion burbles and shifts in the cauldron, never able to keep the same appearance for long. At one moment, it is a deep purple and black, the next a churning putrid yellow, the next clear as water. The draught's key ingredient is a chrysalis essence, derived from the iridescent chrysalis of a rare species of enchanted butterflies. It's a rare potion.
That's fancy.
It's a rare potion. It needs to have a rare ingredient.
Right. Let's see if we have everything in stock for that.
Yep. Let's see, is it my turn to roll or yours?
I don't know.
I will
Let's go
roll.
ahead.
I'll roll.
4.
4. Hey, nothing is missing.
We're having it's a lucky day
We're
for
having
us.
a lot of luck. The D4s are being very nice to us today.
4.
Thank you, D4. It's one of those square ones.
The ones that don't kill you if you step on them.
Yeah, I mean, it might hurt you a little bit, but not like the caltrop ones.
I've stepped on one of those and I went to the hospital.
Yeah.
I had to explain to a doctor what a D4 is. I probably didn't have to explain it.
Yeah.
I could have just said something sharp.
Yeah.
I decided to explain to him what Dungeons and Dragons is.
I mean, maybe he wanted to learn how to play then.
Did not.
Oh, no. Oh, so we magically, shockingly, maybe magically, don't have anything missing.
Maybe we'll find out why we are being so lucky. Maybe the apothecary was like, oh, I need to stock up before going so they don't run out of things. Maybe there are little sprites who help us.
Oh, maybe. So, there's nothing missing and there are no alterations to this potion. amazingly. So as Moira like settles down in a chair, like sipping some chamomile tea that I poured for her to sit and wait, we're in the back like frantically being like, okay, now we need this chrysalis carefully.
Be careful with that. They're very fragile.
And it like fizzles and melts into the potion, and that's when it begins to shift and change. Maybe. Let's see. Your turn to roll.
D4, right?
Yep, D4.
Okay, we've had 2 critical successes so far. Mm-hmm. What can happen?
It's a D4. It's a 4. We are extremely lucky. We might need to retire this die just to have different rolls.
But we've had different things. But yeah, we have another D4.
We have multiple D4s. Yeah.
Okay, so for the next success or failure roll, we'll use the other D4.
Yeah. So
because this one clearly favors us for some reason.
It does. Shockingly, nothing is missing. There are no alterations to this potion, and it works perfectly. So as Lyra releases that chrysalis into the potion, it begins to shift and burble and change. Oh!
I'm so proud of you. It's perfect.
Okay. I've never done that before.
You did everything right one could do right.
Amazing.
Look at how good it looks.
Okay, I'll get the ingredient. Okay, and just carefully ladling it into, and it's like one of those things where it's like a very, very small cauldron because you don't need much of this. Just carefully pouring it in, stopper it. What does she want this for?
I have no idea, but I'm very intrigued to see what's going to be.
Okay.
She seems not quite herself. So
we'll find out. Or not. I don't know. Just go off and hand the potion off to Moira. There you go. Thank you for stopping by and requesting this potion from us. It is going to work perfectly.
It really will.
Okay.
Great. So that marks our second go, right?
Yeah, well, we need to answer an environs question.
All right. Let's do
and you need a new sheet.
I need a new sheet of paper.
Okay.
A pretty sheet of paper.
Yeah. So let's do a simple question. What notable locations are nearby? It could be some ruins of an ancient structure, a copse inhabited by mushroom fairies, or even the crumbling old well that has a mysterious local legend surrounding it. Decide on at least 2 locations.
Okay. The first thing I read was a corpse inherited by mushroom fairies. Which kind of works.
Yeah. No, a copse.
Okay.
Which, interestingly enough, there's a D&D 5e module that I run that actually has the play on words of corpse and cops. I'll show it to you later.
Please do. I know.
In any case, so I like the idea of the cops inhabited by mushroom fairies just because I love the idea of mushroom fairies.
Yes, I think that should be something that exists in our world.
100%. Maybe it's a place that Lyra has gone a couple of times because it's just in the woods a little bit. And she's heeded the warnings of, don't actually go into the fairy circle that the mushroom fairies flit in and out of. But they're very friendly little guys. They're like this big, and they look like all different kinds of mushrooms, like the bell caps and the inky black ones and things like that. And they're very, very friendly mostly. So she likes to sit there and read with them.
They are very friendly.
Maybe a little too friendly
sometimes.
sometimes.
As long as you don't get into debt with them.
Okay. I owe them a book.
Oh God. Which one?
My favorite one.
Which one is that?
The intro to potion making.
Oh, that's gonna be fine. I think we have a second copy. Because if you give it to them, you might not be able to read it anymore.
Oh, that's not
because
good.
They have it. It might just be a straightforward request from them that they're not trying to pull any tricks, but if we give them a book, we wouldn't have the book here anymore.
This is true.
And
Okay.
I think we have a second copy of that. If not, we can make one.
This is true. They didn't tell me when they needed it by.
Fay time.
Okay. So, what location would you like to have as well?
Another location in the areas. I think I would like there to be outside of the city a set of stables.
Okay.
There needs to be a way for people to travel and travel faster. So it doesn't necessarily need to be horses. It can be a creature quite unique to this world. And my brain is only giving me chocobos, which I think we can't technically take.
No.
I do think about chocobos at least twice a week because my friend has chickens. Little chickens.
I mean, they could just
But-
be giant chickens that run really fast.
Isn't that just ostriches?
You're not, I mean, you kind of, yeah. I mean, do we have domesticated ostriches that
Yes.
we can ride in this world?
Yes, we do not.
I love it.
Because these are animals that are made for fast and travel. They can't be held and trained in the city. They need a much larger area than a city can accommodate to actually live and be trained in a comfortable way.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So even if you come into the city on your domesticated ostrich,
they have to stay outside of the city limits.
yeah, they really do.
Yep.
Yeah. Also because there have been several times when ostrich with a very long neck has started to eat someone's hair. Just start picking
Yep.
on the hair. Yeah.
Perfect.
Really know how I've domesticated ostriches.
I love it. So as the day comes to a close, Lyra is like in the garden picking some more ingredients that are going to be needed to be replenished, things that just were used over the course of the last 2 days. Maybe she put it off from the day before because there was only one customer, you know. But she even goes up to the roof for Wisteria because
Thank
she
you.
saw
Thank
her
you so much.
standing at this ladder like, I got it. What do you need?
I actually just need a little bit of thyme and some sesame.
Okay.
Because I want to bring that to Rowan and I want to have him bake some bread for tomorrow morning with that.
You mean Moira?
Moira, yes. Also, I kind of want to sneak over there to see if she's used the potion yet.
Ah, that's true. Okay, I'll get right on that. Just scurries up the ladder, picks the things maybe a little bit more than you had requested, comes back down. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Do you go over to Moira's to see?
Absolutely.
Let's see what...
I am nosy. I want to know.
Oh, 100%. I feel like Lyra would absolutely just follow you out of curiosity. And do we knock on the door or we just peek in the window?
Oh, I'd knock on the door and go in like any other customer who just wants to give in a special last minute order of bread.
Okay.
And absolutely, you know.
What do you think that she turned someone into?
Oh, right. She may have also used the
Yeah.
potion on someone else. Ha. Well, she wasn't nervous. She wasn't under any time pressure. If that had been the case, I would have honestly gone for like an octopus just to have more arms to get the work done.
That would be great.
But she was aloof.
Yeah.
What animal would fit with aloofness?
Honestly, depending on like the world that it's set in, like dragons can be aloof.
That is true.
Fire-breathing dragon.
Oh, yes, yes.
But maybe like a miniature fire-breathing dragon.
Oh, she turned herself into a cute fire-breathing dragon. That's so cute. Oh, it might be because, and we're circling back to my German roots here.
Yeah.
There are special ways to bake bread that involve changing the temperature while baking. The initial bake is at an extremely high temperature before then snowing, because it gives you an absolutely unique crust.
Yeah.
And it might be that the normal ovens and I just can't quite do that. But Moira has figured out, okay, if I increase the temperature, I can actually get this very specialized bread. And one way to do that is by dragon fire.
That is very valid. Maybe it's that, like, the mayor, or maybe even someone more important, has ordered this extremely special type of bread that is very hard and very rare to do. And so even though she bought this rare potion that cost a pretty penny, like, it was more than paid for with this order. Could even be, like, the king or queen or something like that. We don't know.
I think there might be a visit coming up because, we have Katarina who's busy, who needs to get flower arrangements done right in time. When better to place a subliminal message somewhere as when there is a lot of eyes on the city and important people coming with a mural, and now some special delicacies that need to be made. I think there's some event coming up.
Yeah, maybe we just don't know about it because we don't pay attention to the city.
People only come to us with their problems, not with invitations.
100%.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, well, on that note, we are on to day 3. Would you like to roll the die, the d4?
Exactly. Okay, let's do the stabby die. That's a 3.
We've gone 1, 2, and 3. At least we know we can't do the same, like, we can't roll the number of the day every single time.
That is true.
Yeah.
There is variety here.
Yep. Okay, our first one is a 2 of diamonds.
Let's see.
So that is no, not the blacksmith, the hunter.
A hunter. Ooh.
Let's see. I decided on Moira, like, at least her description. So what do you think for our hunter?
I think our hunter is named Sue, and she is. Are there other like elves in this world?
There can be.
I think I'd like her to be.
Elf.
I'd like her to be an elf. And yeah, she's for a hunter who needs to move swiftly, surprisingly short and muscular.
Okay.
But that's because she's specializing in the hunting part of hunting. So she's using a bow that has quite a lot of pull.
Oh yeah.
So you can shoot with a lot of precision quite a distance, which some creatures, because they are rather peculiar, you want to have a lot of distance between you. So that is kind of how that is connected.
Okay, so then let's see what her mood is.
Her mood is 3,
which is nervous again.
Oh.
So that means a larger batch size.
Gonna need a stronger potion for that one.
Yep. Oh, and I didn't write down for Moira, it was the, what's the transformation potion called?
Oh god, it had a very fancy name.
Yeah. It's power augmentation. The metamorphosis draught.
How did you come up with all those names? Because there are a lot of names in this book.
They're just very, very fun. I found all of the possible words that would mean like potion, elixir, draught, things like that. And then I just kind of mixed and matched it with what I thought worked well. So I came up with the categories first. And like, for example, there's the affliction potions. And those ones, I didn't want to specifically say poison because not all of the affliction potions are poison specific. Because that gives you a very narrow focus. And so from there, I just was like brainstorming what the thing could do. And then from that came up with the name.
Oh, okay.
So like Venom Heart or Lover's Bane, it has 2 names because I liked both of them.
Both are good names.
Yep. and maybe we'll get to them. But in any case, so let's see. Nervous, needing a larger batch size. Let's find out what potion she wants.
That's a D8 again, right?
Oh no, a D4.
A D4.
And, no, sorry, brain. A D8 and then a D4. So you can roll them both.
Okay, let's roll them together.
Yep.
Get some ASMR. I don't know how ASMR works. Okay, that's a 5 for the D8 and a 3 for the D4.
So my D4 can roll things other than a 4.
Apparently.
Yep. So 5 and a 3. So it is another health and healing potion.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, she needs a larger batch of a health and healing
Yeah.
potion. She may not have had that much luck with hunting.
The osseous elixir, which has to do with bones. I looked up the word and I loved it. So, the osseous elixir is for dire physical circumstances when broken bones and worse need to be mended. These take time as all healing requires, but the osseous elixir at least eases the mending and rights the bones to their proper order. This elixir's key ingredients are fresh milk steeped in honey for a day and a night.
Oh,
Because it sounds tasty.
that does sound really good. I now understand why you put a disclaimer in front. Don't eat anything you haven't checked.
Yeah.
Because you'll read a lot of things that sound tasty in
Yes. This is safe, but you know.
This is.
Yes.
The rest might still sound tasty, but isn't.
So let me write down the osseous elixir. So apparently, she or someone she knows has broken bones.
I mean, it might be her partner, because while hunting alone can be a thing, if you are going for dangerous prey, going together might outweigh the disadvantage you have on stealth.
Yeah, that's
on
true.
hiding. If you have double the firepower and just someone to get you out of a pickle in case you get hit, and it might be that her hunting partner did take a hit.
Yeah, and this is the exact circumstance where you need to have that hunting partner.
Yeah.
And so she has, she's nervous. She's come rushing over for us. Maybe she was on one of those ostriches.
Yes.
But she comes rushing over to us, frantic to get this osseous elixir. And with a larger batch size, that
sounds like at least a broken femur.
Yeah, a really big injury. So, okay, we need to find out what is missing.
Okay.
I'm rolling your sharp one. A 2, a complex ingredient.
Okay.
So we have the honey, we have the milk. All of that is fine.
I mean, we can pick from the.
Yeah, we can. So it was a complex ingredient. Yeah. So maybe it's that we are missing the Scarlet Elf Cup.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that one would make sense.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that the color alone reminds me a little bit of blood, which I think osseous elixir with a blood color kind of. I know it says the healing is a brown and cocoa, but
that's the common healing salve though. That's not this one.
I got them confused.
How dare you?
I would not be the best apothecary.
Nope. That's okay. That's why you're an apprentice.
Exactly.
Okay, so yes, the Scarlet Elf Cup is missing. So, what do you think? Would Wisteria go off to look for that?
Oh, I have an idea, because it's called Scarlet Elf Cup. I probably would ask Lyra to take a book, go to that fairy because that sounds like a plant that would grow around there.
Okay, do we have the extra copy of it, or do we need to find it later?
I'm sure there's an extra copy here somewhere.
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, it might take a little while. I sometimes get a little bit lost going there, but I'll find it.
Okay. Don't promise them anything else, and also don't take anything from them without asking if it is freely given.
Okay, I will remember that. Don't ask it. Okay, I've got it. And she just goes rushing off into the woods. An hour passes by, another 30 minutes, and eventually she does come back. She has just an armful of these scarlet elf cups.
Okay, I think we'll be good for the next few hundred years. Yeah.
You sure?
Yes, it's
Okay.
more than enough. And we can dry it so we can store it so we have it for the next time.
Okay, sounds good. I will get started drying these, and here's what you needed to make the potion.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so let's see if it's a success. Is it your turn or mine to roll?
I
to
just
you.
know that it's not that die to roll with.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll, and
Yeah.
we're gonna use the pointy D4. If this is now also a 4,
It is.
it's a different die. It's a different die.
Promise. We're doing really well. The apothecary needs to go on more vacations.
Honestly, the apothecary can stay away. We got this. We got this.
Yeah.
At some point, we do need to roll the failure just to see
Yeah.
the consequences. But okay, we're on day 3. We're on day 3, people.
It's fine.
It's like the beginning of the week's going fine.
Yeah, we're doing perfectly fine. The Scarlet Elf Cup boils down perfectly, and so it just gives it a slight pinkish hue.
Oh yeah.
I think. So we bottle it up. It's actually like one of those giant mason jars. There's nothing like really fancy about this one because it doesn't need to be fancy.
No, it needs to be drinkable and quick.
Yeah, exactly. And so I feel like at the moment that it is corked, whatever, Sue immediately grabs it, like tosses the money down on the table and rushes off. Like, no nonsense, needs to get this done.
Yeah. There's literally someone suffering. So
Yeah, makes sense to me. Man, we're doing really well.
We are. Yeah. Sometimes.
So we have an environs question. So with that, let me see. You know what? Maybe this one would work with a hunter. What's the climate like year round? So some ideas to consider: is it a tropical setting? Are there monsoon or fire seasons to keep an eye out for? Are there mists that roll over the mountains to create a fog-filled atmosphere early in the morning? Things like that.
I like everything that involves mists, which also means I overuse it a lot.
I mean, it makes for a very fun atmosphere.
It's the perfect atmosphere. Depending on how you set the light in mist, it's just, it can be spooky, it can be romantic, it can be whimsical. I have a lot of thoughts on mist.
Well, I've already established that there's a forest nearby. I feel like it's not like super mountainous around here, and
No, because
so
ostriches are not very good at climbing mountains.
no, but maybe we're in like a relatively calm valley because valley weather can be interesting. Because, for example, like you don't have to worry about twisters because they can't like with the valleys, or at least it's really hard. At least where I grew up, we never had to worry about them because of that, and other factors. But I feel like it's like relatively moderate temperatures, especially if it's something like we have the like we're the odd ones out in the apothecare's cottage with our thatched roof, and everyone else has tiles. I feel like while it's relatively mild most of the time, there are still like severe thunderstorms.
Yeah.
Things like that. That it's better to have a tiled roof for than a thatched roof.
Plants. Yeah.
Yes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that fits well with what we've established so far.
Yep. And then if you want fog, we can have fog.
I always want fog. I always want fog.
That is very
It's
valid.
the best setting and best mood there can be.
Okay. Well, with that, we are on to customer number 2 of the day, which is the 9 of diamonds. Have we only gotten... Yeah, we've only gotten red cards so far. So, 9 of diamonds. The butcher.
Oh,
Interesting.
Why
So we
would
just had the hunter, and now we have the butcher.
Why would the butcher need a potion? Interesting.
Jinx. No, you can talk. It's fine. I promise. Eve.
Thank you. Listen, I have sold my soul to a Fae person. I'm pretty sure I'm bound to adhere to these kind of things. Yeah.
I haven't actually had someone do that in a very long time. I love it. Okay, so we have the butcher. Let's say... What should the butcher's name be? I want to look up fun names.
There are amazing tables that you can go to come up with fantasy names. They are also sorted by, the more general feel you wanna have. If you wanted to sound, a little more French inspired. Because coming up with names is
So hard.
It is in this interesting intersection where we tend to absolutely overthink
Oh,
the
actually,
name and
keep talking.
at the same time have this great tool to communicate information about a person, because we do associate different things with different names. Like a Maximilian evokes a different feeling than an Ashley. So naming is sometimes way too many thoughts go into it, and you end up with books where every name you can look up the reference to where it is and what that means in the background. And then you have to remember, however, that person was named as a baby. The parents didn't have any context of their grand things that you then picked the name for to be named after. So they might have named the hero, Steve.
Yep.
Not every hero is named Alexander, Maximilian, etc. Someone named Steve, because their parents thought it was a neat name.
So I have the Roll and Play Press books. I absolutely love them. I actually backed them for their very first Kickstarter, and they're awesome. I'm actually one of their ambassadors now. Anya 10 is the discount code. You get 10% off. But anyway, I remembered that we could just use the table in here for the names. So
Damn, that's a lot of tables.
yeah. So what kind of name should we go for? Do we want to roll for it?
I kind of wanted to close my eye and just point on
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
Because I now do not know exactly the word.
So, I would say this one is closest. Boints. I kind of love it.
He's called Bones now.
The butcher named Boints.
Okay. Yeah.
That's his name.
Nice.
I approve.
Boings.
Boints. So, and it's under the comedic names, by the way.
Shout out to Fistbonk.
Is that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it. Okay, so we have our butcher named Boints. Let's find out what mood he's in. Let's see if it's something really terrible, and then we have to stop laughing.
2. It's a 2. I don't think we've had 2 yet.
Agitated.
Oh, he is not in a good mood.
Okay. Maybe someone was making fun of his name.
Who would?
Yeah,
what terrible
who would?
person
That's so
would?
mean. That means that we have to change the stirring direction.
Ah, that's doable.
Yeah.
That's doable. I mean, look at us. We haven't messed up a single potion.
Yeah, we've got this. We're doing perfectly fine. We don't need to worry about that. Stirring direction. Pfft. Okay, let's see what potion. I rolled that one, you rolled the next one.
Right, I roll a d8, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's see. A 1.
An enhancement potion.
Ooh, like the Fleetfoot potion, but
Yeah.
a different variety.
Yep. And so I will roll
That is 8-3.
3, the Strength of Titans.
Oh, the butcher needs more strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Maybe in connection with our hunter. Maybe she took down something that a little bit too big for her and her friend who got injured to handle, and so the butcher's been called in to help.
Yeah.
So the Strength of Titans is a potion that bestows unparalleled physical strength and endurance upon those who consume it. Impossible weapons become light as a feather to wield, and combatants are easily bested. It protects the imbiber against physical demands of rigor that would incapacitate an ordinary person.
Damn. Mm-hmm. I want to say that's a strong potion, but that feels like such a low.
But
Yeah.
Yep.
But also, my humor is very flat. It's like the Netherlands.
Well, I mean, it is the Strength of Titans.
Yeah.
So.
It is literally a strong potion.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what do we need? What are we missing? Your roll.
Okay. Sorry, I keep accidentally playing footsie with you. We need to change the vessel. I rolled a 3 on my die. It can roll other things.
Yes.
So we have to change the vessel that it's in.
Oh, yeah, that potion might be so strong that our ordinary glasses just wouldn't
shatter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense to me.
So we need something a lot stronger than glass.
Mm-hmm. Iron?
Iron might be a good way to go there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It might change the taste a little bit. Should we modify the potion with that as well?
I'm looking at what I'm not sure if he minds the taste. But then again, actually just throwing in some mint is always an option.
Okay, that sounds
just,
good.
Gives you some good breath as well.
Okay. Sorry. It's not that the vessel is what we're changing; it's what we're missing. So we have to go get this vessel. So we need to get the iron one off to the smith. Should I go do that?
I feel like you've been running around the city so much that let me go.
Okay.
Okay, and heading off to the smith.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what could get us that vessel? Could ordinarily buy it, but that'd be a bit boring.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to offer something in trade?
Yes. What could a smith, however, need? Oh, I have an idea. I'll check the stash of the apothecary if we have some ground up copper.
Oh, okay. I'm sure that we do.
Because if you throw ground up copper into flames, they turn green. Ooh. They turn quite beautiful. Mm-hmm. And given that there is this event coming up...
whatever it is, we don't know.
We have not yet defined that, but there is an event coming up. And I know that part of the smith's area, part of the larger oven, is visible from the outside. Just simply a ventilation thing so that there's enough air. And having changed these flames from red to green might, grab some additional attention and gather him some new jobs.
Okay.
I think that would be the angle I'm trying to convince him to exchange for me.
Well, for fun, do you want to roll a d4 and see how successful you are in this?
I do.
This is a standard success chart roll. So you have critical failure, failure with mixed results, success with mixed results, and critical success.
I'm going to use this one, even though this is also roll a 4 in the last one.
Mm-hmm. We'll find out.
We'll find out. We cannot fail!
So
we are beyond failure. We are gods. I have woken up the dogs.
Oh no. Hi, sorry girls.
Failure? I don't know her.
Yeah. So yes, you definitely managed to convince the smith that he should absolutely trade you for these. Like, oh yeah, it'll be such cool effects. People will be coming from all over, and they need to see this. Yeah. Okay, so we managed to acquire the vessel. I will roll next then to see if we succeed. That's our first failure.
We may not be gods, we may not be beyond failure.
That's our first one, which is a critical failure.
No.
I think Lyra was trying to make the potion before you got back.
Oh, okay.
And it just curdled in the pot.
Mm-hmm.
And so you've successfully managed to get this vessel. You come back in, and Lyra's just standing there with the stirring rod, staring down at the cauldron, and then looks up at you.
Oh, sweet pea, what happened?
I think I forgot to change the stirring direction.
Oh. Then you might want to. Is it sticking to the spoon?
Clang, clang, clang.
Yeah, you might want to throw that outside. That might explode in a few seconds.
Oh, okay. Immediately
Okay.
grabs it and rushes out and throws it into the street, and there's a little...
Yeah.
And the butcher watched her doing this, and he's just like, oh,
It's like slowly backing away.
maybe I don't need that today. Regular strength is okay. I'll get my son to help.
Yeah. Maybe you want to try.
Yep, then bye.
That's okay, Lyra. Do you know what? Do you see like these 3 green glasses there in the window? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when I fucked up that potion the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know it would explode. So.
Yeah, the potions can be very explodey.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. We finally saw what happens when we don't roll a success.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Oh, jeez. That we might need to pay for some repairs in the street.
Uh-huh. Probably.
That's not good.
We do not want an ostrich to twist like an ankle. No, the ostriches
they're
don't
not
come into
allowed.
the city. They
No.
don't come into the city.
Nope. So let's see. You know, we've seen quite a few people with kind of traditional jobs here. What's the primary trade plied in the village? Are they farmers and sheep herders, tradespeople, crafters, smiths? Is it more industrial?
Oh, okay. That is interesting. Right. Where can we draw from? We have established that this is in a valley. Mm-hmm. So that eliminates a few things that are traditionally associated, like there's probably not a lot of mining going on, no ore.
No.
And there's also obviously no fish trading, no seafaring. 'Cause
No,
we're not
nothing
a
like
port
that.
city.
Yeah, there might be like a river nearby, but it's far enough away that like river along the trade along the river would not be
Primary.
Yeah. I feel like being in a valley, maybe sheep herders, farmers, that kind of vibe fits it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like, it's along a major... We've already established that it's a hub for many other cities and things. So maybe, like, that's the general trade, but maybe it's tourism.
Yeah, tourism and trade itself can be a major driver in a city. Maybe we are just located at a very advantageous point where it's kind of equidistant from a lot of cities. So meeting halfway is literally us.
Yeah.
And you know, mountains may hinder people to go directly from point A to B, so they'd have to go through the valley.
Yeah.
And that's where we put up the city.
And it's just really convenient for people to spend their money with us.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
I need to write that down.
Yeah. And while you do that, let's find out if we can get something other than a diamond and a heart. We can!
Ah, nice.
The King of Clubs.
Ooh, I hope we
Let's
do.
find out. Hilariously, it's not the king because that's the diamonds. It is a hat maker.
Oh, a hatter.
Yep, a hatter. But I said hat maker because I thought that might be more common knowledge.
True.
Yeah.
I said hatter because we talked about Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
But yeah, hat maker.
I did write hatter down as well.
Nice.
Is their name Sophie?
I so want it to be. I am a little fangirl, and I'm proud of it.
Yes. Here, I'm over here. I'm in the frame.
Good. We cosplayed Hall and Sophie together.
Yep. So, the hatter, the hat maker named Sophie. What is her mood? Would you like to roll?
See. It was a D8. Let's see what mood she's in. 5.
Wretched.
Oh!
Oh no.
I mean, yeah, I can see that for a hat maker named Sophie. In a little bit of a bad mood.
Yeah. So the way in which the potion is administered is changed.
Oh. Normally it's drunk.
Or like the paste is like
Salve,
yeah.
Solve.
Salve. Method. Okay. So that's what's changed. She is just absolutely distraught. Maybe something happened to her shop.
Oh, yeah.
It could be completely unrelated to whatever potion she needs, but we won't find out until we roll.
Okay, then you roll for potion.
Roll for potion. 1.
Ooh.
Another enhancement potion.
This half the city's on steroids.
Oh no. Oh, here, do you want to roll the d4?
I do.
Oops.
It's a 3! It's a 3!
She also needs the strength of Titans. We already had one failure of the potion just a moment ago, like a few hours ago. And maybe we're trying to prove ourselves.
It's called try and try again.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Why would she need the strength of Titans?
That is a very good question. Right. This may not be related to her profession.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm struggling to come up with a reason why a hat maker would need strength.
Maybe something happened to her shop
Okay.
and she needs to pick it up.
But we had a very good success on Moira's transmutation potion. Otherwise, I could have. Let's see if we want to do that. That Moira, instead of turning into a tiny dragon, at the end of the potion, she actually grew quite a lot, and for a few minutes was not a tiny dragon but a bigger dragon. And the bakery and the hat shop are next to each other, and accidentally teared down a wall. Tore down a wall.
Yep. English. Yep. Okay, I like that. So it was successful, but too successful.
A little too good.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like the way that I have it described, that it can be whatever you want it to be. So maybe she was like, I'm imagining myself as a tiny dragon. And at the end of it, she's like, this is so cool. What would it be like to be a larger dragon? So, yeah, that would make sense. So she's needing to repair things really quick, and she thinks that the Strength of Titans potion would be the exact right thing to do to speed it up.
Yeah, get the rubble out of the way.
Okay.
Without tiring. All right.
So, is something missing?
I mean, we may have run out of something because we just brewed the potion this morning.
Yep.
Might have been our last. A 3.
The vessel again, because it exploded.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, did we not? No, we didn't need to change it, but we had to get a new one. But it didn't explode, though.
Not in the way we shaped the narrative,
No.
It exploded before we got there with the vessel.
Maybe the stirring direction also affects the vessel that we use.
Might be, yeah.
And so the iron vial is not right for this particular potion.
It's like, okay, it's a pretty vial, but it might not be what we want this time. Okay, glass will shatter. Iron is not giving the right ions. What about a ceramic?
A ceramic might work.
Very smooth surface.
Mm-hmm.
One should be able to drink the entire potion without any remains in the
Container.
vessel.
Mm-hmm. Should I go to the potter?
Yes, I think. I don't think we have a suitable one here.
Okay. I will bring some flowers.
That's a lovely idea.
I think that they would like some flowers. I will do that. So Lyra goes into the garden and picks some flowers that hopefully are not needed for ingredients. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Things that she thinks looks pretty, and she rushes off to the ceramicist and she actually manages to get a couple of options in trade, and brings them back. Okay, I think that one of these is going to be the right one to do. We'll find out. If anything, if it explodes, then we can just try the next one.
Valid point. Yeah, let's give it a go.
Okay. Do you want to roll?
I want to roll. I'm going to use the one that has never failed. That he has failed this, but
Yeah, but it has failed less.
it has failed us less. Okay, come on. This is a very binary experience. It's either all the way up there, or all the way down.
Yep.
This is the one.
We just are not good at making the Strength of Titans potion.
No.
That's what it is. We're really bad at it.
We are terrible at it.
Yep.
What does the Apothecaire normally do to make this work?
I don't know. I've never made it before, and I've never seen her make it.
I have seen her make it, and it never looked complicated, which is why I thought, I can do this. But evidently,
Not so much.
not so much, no.
So, looking over at Sophie, sorry, we can't make that for you.
But we can try and help. Clean up
Yeah.
a little.
We have to. We can close up the shop.
I think you were the last customer we will serve today.
Yeah, we'll close up the shop and we'll help you out.
Exactly.
Okay, so we go off to the Hatter and the bakery and start to it's an explosion of stones. So it takes quite a while to at least moderately get it constructed back up again to be functional, I would say.
Yeah. Oh boy. And I can imagine, at least Wisteria doesn't do a lot of physical labor. She's been an apothecary's apprentice for 4 years now. While there is sometimes, the odd excursion to get a rare plant from a mountaintop, it's not the norm. The norm is being in the city and brewing potions.
Brewing potions, yeah.
So physical labor is not something she's quite used to anymore.
Well, do you want to take a short break now? We're roughly halfway through.
We answer the environmental question and then we take a short break.
Yes, sounds
To have a
good.
proper ending today, even though it kind of becomes very natural to elaborate on the consequences as part of this world building.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, let's see. Maybe this one?
Ooh, are there any hot springs or communal outdoor spaces where the locals regularly gather to spread news and gossip? Oh, there
do you think?
definitely is. There's always a place where people go gossip. As much as I love the idea of hot springs, I don't think that fits the climate we've set up here.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, but where would be a communal outdoor space where people gather?
Well, a very common one would be a marketplace. So,
I'm sorry.
How dare you yawn?
I am very comfortable right now.
Yep. So, a market day. So, in the town that I lived in France, there was a marketplace that was literally every single day.
Ooh.
Outdoor marketplace. And so there were I want to say 15, 20 stalls that were set up, and it would just be a central location, and the vendors were all the same all the time. That's just where they sold their stuff. Yeah. And so I feel that would be a really great place for gossip to be spread.
Ooh, yeah, that is true.
It was a really nice space too because it was covered, and so they didn't have to worry about the weather.
That is honestly for a market very important. I was on a market this weekend and it was raining.
Yep, sounds about right. It's Germany.
Oh, it wasn't Germany.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, they're relatively close though. But
That is true.
Okay.
All right.
I think that works.
Okay.
So, but I feel like it would be an uncovered market. I feel like it would just be outdoors.
Yeah, we are kind of in a valley. Okay.
I really like that. Perfect. Okay, so with that, we're at the end of day 3. We have 4 more days to go.
Gee.
We'll see how this goes. But we're going to take a 5-10 minute break, and then we'll be back continuing with the game.
Bye.
So we'll see you in a bit. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Oh, hi. We have hot chocolate.
She made hot chocolate.
Cheers. Kind of. It's fine. Okay, so we are back playing The Apothecaire's Apprentice, now live on Kickstarter through the end of the month of November, so go check it out if you would like to back it. But we have had a bit of a very high point and then just dropped.
We could do no wrong, and then we could do no right.
Mm-hmm. But specifically the Strength of Titans potion.
Yeah.
Both times.
And
So-
yeah, in our apothecary, this might just not be available anymore. It's just we don't offer this.
Yeah. Sorry, folks, we can't make this. Wait till the Apothecaire gets back. So, on that note, let's find out how many people we have on day 4. We have one.
One.
Maybe they've heard about our failures yesterday.
Yeah. They might have seen the explosions.
Yeah, that is very true. There's probably a giant hole in the cobblestones of the street in front of us. We have the Ace of Spades.
Okay, what does ace mean?
Ace is the stable hand.
Oh,
Maybe
our
with the
ostrich
ostriches?
stable.
Oh no. What does the ostrich stable hand feel right now? Do you want to roll the d8?
Yes, I want to roll the d8 for that. 8.
Excited.
Excited. What are they excited about?
I don't know, but let me get my handy sheet of paper. Here, I'll give you another local environment sheet. Mm-hmm. That's yours. Okay, customer sheet. So we have the stable hand. Mm-hmm. I was about to try to write ostrich, and then I realized I couldn't spell it, so I'm not.
For their name, I think we can use the nifty table again.
Okay, should I randomly select?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. I'm doing this. And
Oh no, I'm holding this.
Okay.
You will not remember how this was.
Oh jeez. This one. Oh goodness.
Oh.
Lilla de Vera. It's an ancient name.
It sounds ancient. Lilla da Vera.
So
That sounds like the parents couldn't settle on if they wanted to call them Lily or David and just went for Lilla da Vera.
I love it.
Yeah. I think this is some solid case for they them pronouns.
Yeah, 100%. So Lily de Verde, they need a smaller batch size than usual because they're excited.
Okay. Seems
So,
good.
Let me write that down. So smaller batch size, but what do they want?
Let's see.
Let's find
You
out.
go ahead and roll. Oh,
Okay.
kind of offer something other than a health or enhancement
That would
potion
be
because there are
great.
very cool potions on here.
Resistance potion.
Nice. Very good.
So let's see what resistance potion.
What? I'm gonna roll for it. Mm-hmm. A resistance to number 4.
Mental resilience potion.
Ooh, okay. Okay. The mental resilience potion protects the
Imbiber.
imbiber. You really cranked out the thesaurus for this one.
No, you imbibe something, you consume it.
The mental resilience potion protects the imbiber against mental rigors and demands that would incapacitate a normal person. Popular among academics, it enables them to delve into their studies for far longer than an average person would be capable of accomplishing. A solid green hue with shades of copper. It tastes bitter when it hits the palate.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're learning new vocab words.
I'm learning the big words now. Imbiber.
Yeah.
That might be legitimately the first time I've read this word.
It's in here many times. Because saying the drinker sounds wrong. The person who consumes it.
True, it's not as elegant. Imbiber is a wonderful word for that.
Yeah.
I shall remember it.
So the mental resilience potion.
Okay, he's excited. And
They, them?
They are excited, true. They are excited and need mental resilience. Stable.
Maybe they have to learn a whole bunch of new names and bows and things like that.
Yes.
All of a sudden, because we have this huge event, whatever it is, happening in the town, and they need to know the correct way to address new people whose titles they've never even heard of before.
True. Well, that also means many new people to meet, many new experiences. You know, I don't know, maybe some opportunity. They may have been all their life here in our little town. Now there's this big event happening. Maybe there's an opportunity to, you know, go visit other stables.
Move up in the world.
Is that an innuendo?
It feels like an
It
innuendo.
feels like an innuendo, even though I'm pretty sure it isn't. It wasn't intended as one.
It's okay. Here, to
move up in the world.
To move on from your embarrassment, let's roll a d4.
I will never. One.
We are missing a common ingredient.
Ah, okay. That should be doable. We have replaced common ingredients before.
Yeah. Will I be able to read my handwriting later? No.
Absolutely not. Oh, that was supposed to be legible?
Yeah. We're Apothecaire's assistants, which means that we're supposed to have terrible handwriting, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, missing common ingredients. So, rosemary has to do with memory.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, so we're missing the rosemary. Maybe I plucked too much
Yeah.
earlier in the week, and it's gone, like, the way that we need it is not right.
Yeah, it's all tiny spruces, and it had to be actually fully grown rosemary.
So I feel like our lovely baker, Moira, right, would be able to help us with that.
Yeah.
Because rosemary bread is so good. I want it now.
Oh, like rosemary and salt focaccia. The best.
The best.
It's very easy to make as well.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you have a recipe?
Yes.
Okay. Again, for later. I'm gonna have to watch this back and be like, what have we talked about doing later?
We can check off getting hot chocolate.
So, I would say that probably Lyra heads off to the bakery because she was just there the night before. We were doing all of these fixes and things. I'm sure that Moira would be willing to part with some rosemary as thanks for, like, her little mishap.
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Because the destruction of her place was not our fault.
No, and also not the Hatter's place. It was just-
Nope.
The Hatter's house was just inconveniently
Located.
located there. Yeah.
I'm making a note. Literally, can you read my handwriting?
No. I know there is the word rosemary in there.
That is the rosemary.
Yeah.
What does that say?
Get.
Yep, get
Get-
rosemary.
From Moira.
There you go.
But that's more because I know the context. If I wouldn't know the context, I'd be...
Yeah. Lost. Okay, so we're getting the rosemary from Moira and whipping up the potion. I feel like with rosemary in the mix, we would need to, like, crush more of the ingredients with the mortar and pestle.
Oh, yeah. True. There's so many ways you can prepare ingredients. Just the most common one probably is drying it and crushing it.
Yeah. And it's probably already dry when I get it from Moira as well. Okay.
Now there's also, in order to extract specific oils from plants, you can also steep them in alcohol for weeks and weeks. That's how vanilla essence is made.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You take vanilla bean, you take a specific spirit that is very, very high in percentage. Technically, that works with any high percentage spirit, but there is a specific one which is called corn. It's very, very neutral in taste.
Okay.
That's why when you then put the vanilla beans in there and you let them sit for roughly half a year, you in the end have vanilla extract. Well, the homemade vanilla extract, it's not the same as you buy it in the supermarket, but you can take that and put that in your baking, and it's lovely. My grandma does that.
The more you know. In any case, we have crushed this rosemary down. We're mixing this concoction together.
But maybe we're missing something.
No, it was the
right.
common ingredient.
It was the common ingredient.
Yep,
Nice.
It was the rosemary.
True, we
Yep.
got that.
So, do you want to roll the success die or should I?
I rolled the last one.
Okay.
So it's your turn.
Which one am I gonna do? I'm gonna do this one. This one feels right. Okay. 3.
3. We haven't
Mixed
had that.
success. Yeah, success with mixed results.
Okay.
Interesting. So I feel like this potion is not going to be as strong as we wanted it to be. So we made it into a small batch size, but in doing so, we didn't get the proportions right. So it's not going to be as powerful as the stable hand wants it to be. And it's one of those, you'll be a little bit smarter. Not quite what you... It's close enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You will definitely feel enhanced.
Yes. It's going to be a slight discount for that reason. So, yes, here you are. Just very, okay.
We gave them a discount. That's okay.
Exactly. Yeah, so that was a problem. But better.
It overall, I think it was a success. Sometimes, it's natural ingredients. Sometimes they are stronger. Sometimes they are a little softer.
This is true.
Yeah. Also, it didn't explode, which I think after yesterday we can just book under success.
Yeah. 2 explosions yesterday, none today. I think that that's a very good thing.
Honestly, yeah. I do have the feeling, however, that rumor made its way around town. It's very quiet today.
Yeah. What should we do while we're waiting? If anyone else shows up?
That's a good question. I have been meaning to organize the drawers, but that is dreadful work. Very boring. We could.
Is it alphabetized?
Not yet.
Do you want help?
I would love some help, yes.
Okay, let's alphabetize.
Okay.
I mean, that sounds like a good time to me.
To me personally, too.
Yeah. Okay, so with that,
Let's build out the wealth a little more.
yeah. You know what? Given our little comments about like the news getting around and it being very quiet, how is local and regional news distributed? How helpful or accurate is the town crier? Is there a printed paper?
I don't feel like there's already a printed paper in this world. That seems quite technologically advanced.
I agree with that.
However, we have already established that there is a market where people meet to exchange necessary social information.
Yeah. So no town crier, just word of mouth for all news.
I do think that there may be, there is a board close to the mayor's office, not his private house, that important decision on a, administrative level get nailed onto.
Yeah, that would make sense.
In order to proclaim them.
Yeah, anything that's official, down in law, things like that, like if there's wars going on, whatever, like that information will be on the notice board. But otherwise, you hear about what Sally Mae did and whatever from the baker.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Did you want to write any of that down?
Yeah, I should probably do that.
Apprentice is
there.
right there.
It's right behind my cup.
And while you do that, I will roll for our customers for day 5.
Nice.
Is that a 3? 3. We have 3 customers on day 5. Apparently,
That's
word got
me.
around that we did better.
Today. Yeah.
Yep. So as Lyra is setting out the open sign in the doorway, like getting everything ready, the doorbell jingles, and there's a pug outside. My dog is boofing at us. And we have the 9 of clubs, the herbalist.
Oh, I feel like that's someone we
Interesting.
work with together frequently.
Yeah, definitely. And I am going to flip this over for our names.
Okay.
Close your eyes. I just have one page out. Belle.
Oh, how nice.
Yep, we got Belle.
From the common names section.
So Belle the herbalist.
Oh, maybe she's named after a bluebell.
Maybe. Oh, I love that.
Okay, Belle the herbalist is coming to see us. What does she want?
I don't know. Let's find out what her mood is.
Let's see. Mood was a D8.
Yes.
That's a 5.
Another wretched.
Ooh, sour mood.
Uh-oh.
Sour mood. What? Yeah, I mean, it can happen.
Yeah, maybe the weather turned for the worse and something bad happened to her herb garden.
Oh, that could be. That would be tragic.
Yep.
Let's see what kind of potion she needs in order to fix that.
Yep. 7. Power augmentation potion.
Oh, we haven't had that one yet, have
No.
we? Nice. That means there's a whole subcategory of potions we hadn't had the chance to show yet.
Yep.
So let's see which potion we'll get to see today. Number 2.
The elemental draught.
Mental. Oh, herbalist and elemental powers.
Yeah. The elemental draught allows the drinker to access the powers of elemental forces of nature, letting them conjure flame, divert streams, shape rock and dirt, or force a storm to alter its path. There we go. The key ingredient hinges on its use and which element the customer wishes to control. What does the customer want, and what ingredient do you add to the potion to complete it? The elemental draught is clear in color until the final ingredient is added, at which time it blooms in a deep crimson, shadowy blue, soft downy gray, or violent churning black. Okay.
Oh, that's a really nice description.
Thank you.
Nice.
So, let's find out what is missing.
All
Your
right. Let's see. Number 3. So we are missing the vessel
again.
once again.
I think that we're low on vessels. We're fine on ingredients for the most part. Like we plant a lot of things. We have a lot of the stuff that we need, but we don't make the vessels ourselves. So we rely on other people for them.
Maybe we need to look into making our own vessels at some point.
That sounds like hard work.
It is.
I don't know if I want to do that. I'm already having a hard time learning potions.
No, that is a very valid point there, Lyra. Okay, we are missing the vessel.
Okay.
And
I'm just writing down that it's the elemental draught. And which one do you think that she's asking for? If it's like, say it's stormy out this morning and, at first thought it's like, okay, stormy day, we're going to have less customers. But,
this really drags the people in.
yeah, it really feels like force a storm to alter its path.
Yeah,
100%.
That was a good setup, and for surprising payoff.
Yeah. I did not know what we were going to roll, and it just worked out perfectly. Okay, so with that, She's trying to force a storm to alter its path. We're missing the vessel, but what kind of ingredients do you think that we need from that?
That is a good question.
I feel like it's going to be something rare or intangible that we need.
Yeah, I like the intangible table a lot. It's a lot of fun things that are really weird to gather.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that sounds kind of perfect.
it really does.
Right.
Do you want to read it?
Yeah. A thread of the westerly wind at sea. Mm-hmm. You know, get a good sea breeze going to make the storm clouds go away.
Exactly.
Sounds really nice.
Yeah, and we are not missing it.
That is even better.
Yeah, we're missing the vessel, not the ingredient. So
nice.
I'm just going to note that down. So we have the westerly wind.
Such a nice descriptor.
Yeah.
Right. What would contain wind? I mean, we could just, sneakily spy over at the Odyssey for that one. And take a horn. Mm-hmm. Need a horn for this potion. Because, the horn contained the 4 winds from for Odysseus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he had a horn with the 4 winds in there. And was told not to open it. Someone opened it.
Yeah. But we only need a thread.
True.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Tiny
hang on
horn.
1 second. We're going to pause for a second. Be right back. We're back.
Hi.
Okay, so we have a thread of the westerly wind at sea, and it's in the horn already. It's what we contain it in. But then we need a different vessel that it needs to be in for the potion itself.
Yes, that is true.
Okay.
The potion needs to be held by something. Because we need to drink it.
Yes. Okay, so with that, what's the vessel that we need for it? I'm picturing something that has like glass that has kind of a swirling motion to it, like in the way that it was blown, so that it almost has like a loop coming back to it, so that it's like the wind has this looping motion
That it can
does.
always flow. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Okay.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah. Just crystal clear so that you can see the color of the potion in it and the movement of that little thread of wind.
The colors of the wind.
But we do need to find it, so going to the glass blower.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. Oh, oh God. They'll think we broke another window.
It would not be surprising. We did explode things the other day.
That is true.
Do you want me to go or should you?
No, I'll go. I've experience in this.
Okay. I'll prepare everything else then, I guess. Okay.
I do imagine the glassblower knows us quite intimately at this point.
I mean, just in general, we need vials all the time.
Yeah.
It's something that you continually have to purchase.
I do think at this point this is one of the, just put it on the bill.
Yeah.
And we just get a monthly here.
Yep, this is how much you owe this month.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah, so you're able to get it then from the glass blower. I feel like they happen to have like some of our particular weird shaped vials all the time, just in case.
It's one of these, nobody but you buys these.
Yeah. But you know what? I keep it in stock because you're going to need it eventually.
Yeah.
So let's see. Should I roll the d4 for the success chart or should you?
Please do. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, it's a 4!
It's a 4 again!
We have not had a mixed failure yet.
No, we
No. But everything else.
But
The stable hand was a 3. So I'm just marking down what our results were because I Keep forgetting. Normally, like, if this weren't a streamed thing, I would actually take my time to write out a little bit more of a description because there's space for that. But it's one of those things, it's not enjoyable to watch someone just writing things down. Yeah. So, truncating it for that reason. Yeah. But there is space to write as much or as little as you want on these. Yeah. So... yeah, so we have a resounding success in making this. I feel like it was the last of our westerly wind, though.
That might be, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to need to collect some more, which means that we're going to need to travel to the sea or find someone who has. But who knows, with this event coming up, there might be someone who is coming back and has what we need.
That might be.
Okay. So our herbalist friend is relieved that she can finally get this storm moving. And not only that, like, everyone, like, you know, you need storms to water plants and all of that. It needs somewhere to go, but you do need storms to a degree. But this was such a bad storm that it really just uprooted some things and
also the preparation for the event are going on and they don't want to get rained on. They want to proceed preparing, and the storm was just in the way.
Yep, exactly. So that is our first. I've been flipping all of these cards. Would you like to flip one?
True. I've never flipped a card before. Oh, the Queen of Clubs.
Yep, clubs. It's a farmer.
The farmer. Oh.
Okay.
Maybe they independently wanted to look for a solution for the storm.
Oh. We didn't answer the environs question.
We did not. Okay.
But farmer is next.
Exactly.
So let's see. With the herbalist. What is a local legend in the village, and does it have any basis in truth, historically, or in the present day?
Ooh. Oh, all I can think of are really dark things. Like, I'm good with horror.
I'm trying to think. A local legend in the village. There once was a knight who went off to far-off lands, and all she brought back was sand.
Ooh. I like that.
Got a little rhyming going on.
True. That is also good. Rhyme's always good for legends. But it's vague enough to build up on.
Yeah.
It raised the question of what was she expected to return? Because you know, she went to a different place, so to a different land, so there must have been a reason for that. And the fact that this little legend mentions that she returns with sand seems to indicate that was not what she was sent out, because rarely has I wanted to do a thing, I did the thing, no complications, become a legend.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like vague enough that clearly there was something else going on there, but you don't know what.
Yes.
And it's been lost to time.
Eroded. Like sand.
Hey, like sand dunes.
Sand is technically also a rock, and the more sand meets sand, the more sand exists because it's wearing each other down.
Yep. So there once was a knight who went to far-off lands.
Too far off.
I just like the little rhyme that I came up with.
Too far off lands.
And all she brought back was sand. I believe in you.
Okay, have fun deciphering that anyway.
But also I really like the idea of, like, if you think about it in terms of time with hourglasses.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
A fun little riddle, little play on words.
Yeah.
It makes me happy.
I
Okay.
agree.
Shall we deal with our farmer?
Yes, let's deal with our farmer. Let's
Okay.
see. The first thing is what mood they're in, right? Let's see. Let's roll a d8 to see what mood our farmer is going to be in. Number 4.
Mischievous again.
Mischievous.
Okay, hang on. I need to
Farmer's in a good mood.
give that to you.
Thank
and then I have
you.
my customer sheet.
Mm-hmm.
So... Okay, farmer... Oh, we need to pick a name.
Right. Wait.
Shoot. Oh, okay.
Sammy.
Okay, Farmer Sammy.
Farmer Sammy.
Did you like my accent coming out there?
A little bit.
Okay, so he's mischievous. Or actually, Sammy could be a girl's or a guy's name.
Very much. True. Could be derived from Sam or Samantha.
Exactly.
Nice.
Or it might just be Sammy. You never know. There might be someone who named their child Sammy.
I can see that.
Yep. Okay, so Farmer Sammy is mischievous. What has Sammy done and what do they want?
What do they want in their
Yes.
mischievous mood? You go ahead and roll.
Okay. 6. A sense modification potion. That's a new one, right?
Yeah, that's a new one. Yeah, we haven't had that one yet.
Okay, your turn.
All right, let's see. Number 1.
The Siren's Melody Brew.
Oh, that sounds really nice.
Yeah. Do you want to read it?
Yeah. The Siren's Melody Brew is a potion that enhances auditory perceptions, which sharpens the embodied's hearing, allowing them to discern the faintest whisper of secrets carried on the wind. It is a translucent, pure gold that shimmers with inaudible whispers, with ripples of blue lace thoughts in it. Through it. Through and thought look very similar.
Yeah, that's true.
With blue lace through it.
Flitting.
See, there's an interesting thing that this looks very similar to a German word that's wildly different.
Tell me later.
Flitting about like koi in a pond.
Mm-hmm. Flitting is like doop, 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 doop. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The Siren's Melody Brew. Interesting.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah. Why does Farmer Sammy want the Siren's Melody Brew?
Why does he want to hear well? I think there might be a performance in this event that we've yet to define. And I think Farmer Sammy may have a little bit of a crush on the performer, on the singer. However, since that is the main event, that's the main entertainment event of our happening, that's publicly held, the immediate space around the stage that is reserved for the higher-ups, for the knights, for the nobles that are coming to visit. So common folk just gathers in the back, and he's a little worried that he might not hear.
Okay.
Papa.
I like that.
We've made it into day 4 without any sort of love story.
Day 5.
Day 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've made it to day 5 without any sort of love story. I'm a sucker for a little love story.
Yep. Okay. So let's see what is missing. A complex ingredient is missing.
Oh.
So let's see what options we have. So Siren's Melody Brew. I feel like
Yeah.
the Mermaid's Tears are just kind of perfect for that. We're missing Mermaid's Tears. How to get
unfortunate.
those?
Mermaid tears, that sounds like something we would need to find a trader who's recently been at sea. You know, there's a daily market, so it may
This is
be
true.
that a trader has come in. We'll have to search for them.
Okay. And the market is growing a little bit at this point, especially with this event coming up. And so it takes a little bit to actually find them in this crowd of people. So, takes a little bit of time, but eventually we do manage to locate his stall. It's a little bit pricier, I think, than we were expecting. And it's not like we can do a tab for a traveling merchant.
No. That's only something we can do with the local vendors.
And with it being Farmer Sammy, we probably have to offset the cost of the mermaid's tears a little bit.
Yeah, he doesn't have that much money, but also, who wants to stand in the way of their love? That would be tragic. I really hope we don't mess this potion up.
Yeah, me too. Okay. No, that goes in that section, but that's fine.
It's okay.
Yep. Okay, so we do eventually manage to find it, though. That's the important thing. Do you want to roll this one, or should I?
I kind of want to.
Go for it.
I'm invested in the love story.
I believe in you.
I'm taking the die that
Roll fours and ones.
on which we have the binary experience. Yeah, it continues.
Yep.
The binary experience. This is a complete and utter failure.
Yep. I don't think those were real mermaid's tears.
No, we got conned.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah. They conned us. God damn it.
It just sizzles in the cauldron and does nothing, unfortunately.
That's tragic.
And there's nothing we can do about it because it's a traveling merchant.
Yeah, I'll probably be out of town before we find him again.
Yep. That stinks. Poor Sammy.
Yeah. Wish we could have helped him.
Yep. Okay, well, let's see what
Environment. Comes up now.
Do you see one you like? What?
I saw this one, but this is very unrelated to what we just did. So, we made
this one?
The long one?
Yeah, the long one.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, because it's a farmer and they have to come in from far away or not at all. Does that make sense? Yeah, this one.
I haven't read it to the end yet, so...
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So I'll read it aloud since we're vaguely talking about it. Where do the villagers hole up should bandits or other creatures attack the village? How long does it take them to get there? And does everyone try to go to one central location? Or are there those who choose to take shelter at home instead? What does the Apothecaire, and in turn her apprentices, do in these instances?
Ooh.
Well, I feel like for answering it for us, our cottage is confusing and folded in on itself. So we can just turn to the left and we're in a different section that no one else can find because they don't know to turn to the left when it's a straight hallway. So I feel like we would hide in the cottage and not have to worry about it.
Yeah, I also think we would shelter in place. I could have, because, normal people don't have as plentiful plentiful storage like we do. So I could imagine that throughout the city there are a number of shelters available where people can flee to, depending on what the danger is.
Yeah, true.
Because if there's a fire, the advice would probably be to go and shelter outside the city. However, especially for storms or direct attacks, sheltering in these specific locations may be a good idea because there are resources there.
Yeah.
But also not everyone in one place.
Yes.
Because in any assault situation, having everyone in one place is a bad idea.
It's dangerous. Or it can be. So, yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Write that down. Cool.
Bandit attack is the question. Or close enough, too. Okay, shall we find out who our next person is?
Final customer of the day, yeah.
Hey, we have the 8 of Spades, which is a carpenter.
Ooh.
Maybe the carpenter is like building a stage for this event.
Yeah.
And you get to pick the name this time.
I missed the book.
Cassidy.
Cassidy.
I'm amused that this is an outlaw name. I mean, I know that it is a gender neutral name, because I've known both male and female Cassidys.
Okay. Interesting.
Carpenter Cassidy. I just figured I would do that while you were writing.
That's a very good idea.
Yes.
Do that while I'm writing.
Okay, so do you want to find out what Cassidy's mood is?
I do indeed. A D8. Let's see. Is there a move we haven't had yet?
We haven't had... No, I think...
Oh, I rolled an 8.
Okay,
I don't
that's
think
excited.
We've had 6 yet. I don't think so.
Nostalgic? No, we've had nostalgic.
Who was nostalgic?
Oh no, wait. Maybe that was what I've written. No, we haven't had nostalgic yet. No, that's what I wrote earlier today. That's what I was writing. Okay, so we've got excited, right?
Yeah.
8.
Number
Okay,
8,
smaller
excited.
batch size.
Smaller batch size. Cassidy is excited. Well, there's a big event happening, so it makes sense to be a little excited. No matter if you're on the organization side of things or on the simply going to a big event.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, this isn't the biggest town, so large events like this don't happen every week.
No, definitely
This is
not. Like
once a year thing.
The market happens all the time, but that's different.
Yeah.
This is an event.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
We'll find out at the end.
Yeah, we'll find out on day 7 what the event is.
We're gonna look at all the things that have happened and be like, that sounds like the event.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna roll to find out what the request is. 6. So it is a sense modification potion.
Let's see, what sense do they need altered?
Okay.
Interestingly, that is the one we just had as well for Sammy.
Yep.
So let's see if we see another sense.
Clarity elixir.
Ooh, the clarity elixir.
This is aiding the drinker's sight, allowing them to see far distances in high relief so long as they have an unobstructed view. This potion can also be used for those who are near or farsighted, although pricier than a visit to the glassmaker's shop for spectacles.
True.
Especially since it is not permanent.
But sometimes, some jobs, it's just handier not to have to worry of something falling off your face.
Yeah. So I'm wondering then, it's a smaller batch size, he's excited, and it's for being able to see far distances. Maybe, because I was saying that he was building the stage.
Yeah.
So maybe wanting to be able to see in full relief whatever it is happening on the stage, because he's the one that built it. Mm-hmm. And being proud of his work, but not being able to sit up front because he's not like royalty or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that as an explanation for why he's seeking out this potion. We can, in the next step, determine again what is missing.
Yep. D4.
And hope. Maybe this time something else than the vessel is missing.
Honestly, if you roll a 3, just roll it again.
I can roll both die and take the one that isn't the 3. I literally roll the 3 again.
We're not doing that.
We're rolling again. That's just...
This die hasn't rolled a 2 yet, has it?
This is another 3.
This die is going in jail.
This die has the die has a clear agenda, which is no variance.
Yeah, we're not allowed to have vessels.
It's another 3. It's a different die. We clearly don't want another vessel thing.
Yep. It's a 4.
It's a 4.
It's a 4, which means that there's nothing missing.
That's good.
We decided to stock up on vessels.
Yeah.
Yes. We were like, we're not going to miss any more vessels this time. It's not happening.
We went to every place. We went to the smiths. We went to the ceramic people. We went to the glass blower. We have every conceivable vessel that is in this city.
Yeah.
We've even tried. We even went to the barrel maker. If there's someone who goes like, I need the largest quantity. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Imagine like a barrel full of enhancement potion of. Well, there are several enhancement potions that one can have. Just a full barrel of that.
Yep. So let's see. Because this one we aren't missing anything. What kind of ingredients? Oops.
I got it.
Thank you. What kind of ingredients could we have for this? It's an enhancement potion.
It's a sight enhancement potion.
Yeah, specifically.
I think lavender with
Okay.
some effect on clairvoyance.
Yeah, that can work.
Yeah.
There are clairvoyance potions. We just haven't rolled them yet.
Ooh. There might be, in our future.
Oh, and perception, the sound of leaves crunching underfoot.
Oh, that's a nice one.
It's so nice.
That is especially one we can recreate in the cottage. Yeah, we just dry out some leaves and then we step on them.
That's very fun.
Yes. One of the best things about autumn.
I swear that says underfoot. I swear
Sure.
that it does. Yeah, those are a lot of loops.
Yes, it has a vague resemblance of a word.
I'm just
even a
gonna
specific
show.
one.
Doop, 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 doop. There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
That is genuinely awful. Okay, anyway, let's find out if we're successful.
Right.
So I feel like Lyra is just standing there crunching leaves underfoot. Like, I'm doing my job. I'm doing the thing.
Okay, let's see. Something other than 3.
4.
Four.
Hey!
We again did very well.
Yup.
We did
I crunched the leaves so well.
crunch.
Yeah, poor Sammy doesn't get to listen to the music as well as he wanted. But at least Carpenter Cassidy is going to be able to see everything.
They're going to see everything.
Yup.
The tiniest detail. Mm-hmm. Some 4K vision.
So let's see. We have plenty of questions over here.
All right. Oh, I like this one.
Yeah. Is there a castle or a fort nearby? How old is the structure and how large is it? Who's in charge and how long have they been in this position of power? So I say it's one question, but sometimes there are many.
Yeah. They're related, though. I don't think there's a larger castle nearby. Because so far the highest office we've named is the mayor.
Yes.
I could, however, imagine that the mayor lives as part of a retired garrison, like in parts of that. Other parts have been used for other things.
Yeah, like grain storage and stuff like that. Like that's a common one.
Yeah. And that is just a remaining. It's one of these buildings that were built during times of war that then once peace comes, just become fundamentally redundant.
Yeah.
So they need a new thing assigned
use
to them.
for them.
A new use, a new life, a second chance.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, that would be the mayor in charge of it. The mayor himself has not been in charge for terribly long, I would say. So maybe like the shift in power was the reason why Rowan, our muralist friend, is like painting that mural. And it's almost like it's a hereditary position, even though it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And so that's part of the color commentary of what Rowan is doing with that.
I like that.
Okay, well, it is time for day 6. We have one more day until the Apothecaire returns. So
Hopefully.
let's see. Well, yeah, I would hope so. But let's see how many customers we're dealing with as this event is coming close too. We have 3. Okay.
3 customers.
Yeah?
Amazing. Should I already review the first one?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, okay. We have the 3 of spades.
3 of spades is the wheelwright.
The wheelwright.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I actually am not quite sure what that is.
Yep, let me get the definition up because I'm terrible at explaining things.
Okay.
Which is funny for a writer to say, but it's true.
Like, just, it contains the word wheel. I have an idea, but I assume it is not the wheel maker.
It is.
Oh, it
The
is a wheel.
wheelwright is a craftsman who builds or repairs wooden wheels.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, he might be angry at us because
Yeah,
we blew up the street.
that's true. I was just making sure that there wasn't more to the definition. Okay, that's interesting. The wheelwright works with our blacksmith friend.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
Let's see. I'm going to just double check what the blacksmith had. I have so many sheets of paper.
I don't think
Did we not have
the
them?
blacksmith hasn't been our customer yet. We have just visited there
Okay.
several times to get vessels.
Okay.
To
Oh,
bargain.
that's yours.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
And to bargain for vessels.
Okay.
We've been to the blacksmiths, but he's not been a customer yet.
Interesting. Okay. So, then let's see what our wheelwright friend wants. Oh, yes. Character names. Hold.
Okay. It's getting papery.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
This is what a notebook is for.
Yeah. Nice. Amethyst.
Okay.
Amethyst. That's what I mean when you name your child, you don't know who they're going to be. And they named their
Yep.
child Amethyst, and then they became wheelwright.
Exactly. I think that's fun.
That's nice.
Okay, so what is Amethyst's mood?
Let's see. Let's determine.
D8. Not
Oh, a
D4.
D8. Oh, close enough.
7.
A 7.
Aloof.
Aloof again.
Okay, and there's no change to the potion because of that.
Nice. Straightforward. But the important question is, what's the potion gonna be?
Let's find out. So it's going to be...
A 3. Ooh.
So it's going to be a resistance potion.
Okay, it's been a while since we made one of those.
Yep. Maybe we'll do better this time. Okay, do you want to roll the d4?
Yes, I do. I already do. Oh, come on. Number 2.
Elixir of Elemental Resilience.
Nice.
So it offers protection against the capricious nature of fire, ice, lightning, and earth. Its creation involves minerals determined by the element in question. Those who consume it gain resistance against corresponding elemental attacks, enabling them to withstand searing flames, freezing blizzards, electric shocks, and earth-shaking tremors.
Oh, very cool. Very handy potion.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, why do they need it?
I feel like they need it because we exploded the street and they thought there was more happening than there was.
Yeah, that might be it. I can see that. Yeah.
I could see it as like they're aloof, but they're like, I'm coming to you for this potion, even though I know that you're the reason why I need it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very much.
Yep.
Like, yeah, that's, we done bad.
Yep. Well, let's see, in this case, what we're missing.
All right. Yeah, give it a go. A D4. Another vessel. Another vessel. No, we're not doing vessel anymore.
We're not doing vessels anymore. We've stocked up. We've established this.
Number
2.
2.
We're missing a complex ingredient.
Nice. Okay,
Okay.
let's check what we can be missing.
What are we missing? So, elemental. I feel like Phoenix Feather isn't quite right because that's more fire. Maybe Dragon Scale Protection could work.
I like Dragon Scale.
We could also... Oh, there was a sight enhancer. I didn't see
Aw.
that before. The
Yeah.
vampire fang. Oh, well.
Oh, we overlooked it.
It
Worked out.
Which feels appropriate.
Oh my god.
Sight enhancer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Resilience. It could be... No, that doesn't work. I feel like, I feel like the Dragon Scale is going to make the most sense. Or Moonstone Dust.
Moonstone has warding as well. No, I think Dragon Scale still fits better. Yeah,
Okay.
I like it more.
Yep, so we're missing Dragon Scale.
Oh, shit. Moonstone might have been easier together. I keep forgetting that this is the ingredient we're missing.
Yeah.
And not the things we have, and just flavor. Okay.
So we're missing our Dragon Scale. Luckily, it's only 1. Did the baker shed any?
That was my thought too. Did Moira lose some when she turned into a dragon?
I mean, it's worth looking.
It's worth a try.
Yeah.
I can see us going there.
So, about the dragon experience that you had, do you have any dragon scales?
Just some lying around.
Just 1 or 2.
Yeah,
could
that
really-
fell off
Yeah.
naturally.
I feel like that's totally a valid thing, especially since she had like expanded in size. Like absolutely that would cause some to knock off potentially. Like with hair, like you lose hair easily.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like ugh.
So much.
Anyway, okay, from Moira. Moira is just the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. She's a good character.
Yep. And again, I put the note in the wrong spot, but whatever. Cool. So we managed to get that from Moira. Also getting some nice little pastries.
Yes.
It's first thing in the morning. So grabbing some pastries from her too. We're not paying her.
We are paying.
Yes, exactly.
We are basically giving her back her own money.
Exactly.
Because she gave us money for the potion.
Yeah, totally. Although those breads that she was making early in the week, they're like, I feel like they would have to be magically in a stasis because it was so far in advance of the event.
True.
So there's some like magical stasis thing that's happening with them, and they're like, they have really cool designs on the tops of the loaves.
Oh yeah.
Something like that, like really cool cut marks drawings.
Yes.
I love
love
that.
those.
Okay, well.
If we just invented a fridge.
Well, no, because even refrigerated, it's not going to last as long.
That's
I mean,
true,
if you
yeah.
put it in the freezer and then defrost, but it's not going to taste
Still
the same.
not the same. Yeah.
No,
we've
magical
invented
stasis.
something way better than fridge.
Would you like to roll the success or failure roll? Depending?
I would like to. Let's see how well we are doing on this potion. A 2. We haven't had that yet. That's a new result.
Failure with mixed results. So it's not a critical failure.
We didn't explode anything this time,
That part's good.
at least.
Yeah. Moira's dragon scales weren't right.
Well, yeah,
It needed to be a real dragon.
I figured that. Yeah. Tragic.
Yep. So let's see. Real dragon scales needed. Lyra's just like got a little notebook out, like marking down all of the things that have gone wrong.
Yeah.
And the things that have gone right. But yeah, and I drop all of my notes.
Happens.
Yep. Well, that's disappointing. Was it supposed to do that?
No, sadly not.
Sorry.
That's, yeah. I mean, that just shows how important it is for the apothecaire. For the apothecaire to go out and get the actual ingredients.
That's true. Hopefully she'll come back with more dragon scales because those are really hard to find.
Yeah, and obviously supplements won't do.
Yep. But now we know. That's the important thing.
True.
Would you like to flip the next one?
Yeah, we do need to answer
yes.
a question first.
I keep forgetting that, and I'm the one who wrote this.
Well, the thing still is we are already answering these questions and building the world
Exactly.
while we're speaking on it. Let's see, what question haven't we answered yet?
Well, I mean, we just naturally answered the who oversees your village and what title do they hold. It's a mayor and all of that. What's the name of the closest village? How large is it, and how long does it take to walk there from the cottage? Because we're, in the center of our town, and we've established that it's the hub between other ones. So maybe they are relatively equidistant. Maybe they have fun names because of that are like easterly, westerly, that kind of thing.
Oh.
I could see that.
Yeah. That's a nice idea. Also, if they're not a foot walking distance away, that would justify the ostriches.
Exactly. How long does it take to walk there? A long time.
Quite. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like several days journey, whereas if you're on the ostrich, it's like maybe a day.
Yeah.
I think that's valid. And they're a little bit larger. Not by much, but a little bit larger.
A day by ostrich was also not a sentence I thought I would write today.
It's a day by ostrich.
Yeah.
I don't have a name, but that's okay. We've established the theme, though. That's the important thing. Yep.
And we've spoken on the ostriches again.
Yep. Okay, now would you like to flip the next card?
Yes, I would really like to. Let's see, the next card is the 8 of Diamonds.
8 of Diamonds.
We haven't had a lot of diamonds so far.
At the beginning we did.
2, 3, yeah, no,
Okay,
you're right.
yeah.
The first one.
We have a dyer. One who dyes fabric.
Okay.
They probably work with the herbalist a lot.
Yeah.
Because natural fibers dyeing with, like, flower pigments and things like that. Shall we pick out a name from here?
Yes, we shall. I'm just gonna...
Thane.
Thane.
That's a fun name.
I love that name. That's really cool.
Okay, what is Thane's mood?
We'll see. Their mood is...
Nervous, larger batch size.
Good thing we stocked up on barrels.
That's true. Yeah, maybe they're nervous because they have a rush dye job for like banners or something for this event.
I think that's a very good idea.
Okay, so would you like to roll next to see what the potion request is?
Yes, let's go. Let's see. We're looking for potion number 8.
A rare potion.
That's gonna be a fun one.
Let's see.
Okay, a D4 to determine what kind of rare potion we are looking for. Number 2.
Yeah. Another metamorphosis draught.
Oh!
Interesting.
That worked out great last time.
Right? Maybe it's not a dragon this time, at least, though.
We'll see.
Yep. I find it funny that we've only had 2 repeats so far. That's not too shabby.
Yeah, right? I mean, there is a double filter because you first need to actually get a potion and then get the specific version of that potion.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so maybe instead of the dragon, what would make sense for a dyer? Because, like, I have examples here, dragon, griffin, even basilisk shape. This means that it can be, like, anything that the person wants. Did you come up with something?
I mean, the first thing that came into my mind was something that can change color at will, which would be a chameleon or an octopus.
Interesting. An octopi have ink.
That is true. Yeah, I like
Just
that.
for fun.
Yeah.
I don't quite know why Thane wants to be an octopus, but we don't judge.
No, you know.
Okay. So then what are we missing? And we are ignoring threes.
We're ignoring things at this point. A 4.
Nothing.
We're again missing nothing. How nice.
I'll take it.
Nice. I think, you know, we've learned our lesson. We've stocked up on a lot of things.
We're getting better the further the week goes on.
Yeah. I could also imagine that the first times we were missing things, we weren't actually missing them, but we just weren't finding them.
We alphabetized all of the ingredients.
That is true. Yeah.
We know where everything is now.
Yeah.
Okay. So with metamorphosis, I mean, in this case, the mermaid's tears doesn't really make much sense, in my opinion. And it worked so well last time. A riddle solved.
That's not too bad, no.
Or the sense of ice filling your veins.
Oh, that's ominous.
Mm-hmm.
But could be good, could be good.
Black rose.
It says transformation as...
And cuckoo pint, which I know that I've looked up before. It's a real thing, but I'm forgetting what it is now.
Then go with black rose for now, we know what
Okay.
it is.
And black roses we have aplenty in the garden.
Absolutely. Absolutely we do. Nice. A black rose.
Yep, they are relatively rare, but very, very beautiful. So we have the black roses, we have all of the ingredients that we need, we have the vessel that we need, but we do need to make it a larger batch size. So I feel like this is one that takes us a very long time to make because of this fact.
Yeah, it may even be that the other customer that will have this day, because we rolled a 3, so there's going to be 3 customers, may come in while we're still working on this, and we have to go like, okay, you need to wait a little bit.
Hang on one moment, this is
Until we
taking
have this finished.
Let's see if we succeed.
We do!
Hey!
Nice!
Got
We
a
succeeded.
4. It
No
helps
mishaps.
when you know where everything is.
It
And you
does.
have all of the things that you need. So that is great. Have fun being an octopus, but remember that we're nowhere near the ocean. So that might be a little bit tricky.
Exactly.
Keep that in mind.
Consume at your own risk.
Yes.
Stay hydrated.
Okay, so let's find out what question we are going to answer next. Do you need a new sheet?
No, I still have one.
Okay.
I still have a half.
Perfect. So, why am I going that far back?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, let's see. Maybe. Are there any charitable organizations in the village? What is their mission and what do they raise money to help or protect? It could be related to the event that's happening.
True. True. Right, so there is a charitable donation. The question would then be who's coming and what would you ask of them?
Well, based off of who we've had so far, it's mostly just been villagers and such. There
Yeah.
are other people in here. Like there's adventurers, knights, queens, goldsmiths, astronomers, soothsayers, things like that. I feel like this is all the background of preparing for something bigger. And so everyone who has been coming around has been just kind of on that back end side of things. It's not the big people, you know? So for this charitable event, it really is open-ended, I would say. At the moment, that makes it hard.
So charitable donation for the less fortunate?
Possibly. Or it could be, say, raising money for the wizard school that we've established in the town.
True, in order to give people easier access to an education. I like that a lot. Yeah.
And especially because we've already established that the magic systems in this world are related to physical things, ingredients and things like that. So it would make sense to get an education just in general. It would be for this. I think that makes sense.
Nice, yeah. I think that's very cool.
And it might just be like a fun event, like with dancing and stuff too, but also we have that. Okay. So our last customer of day 6, the Apothecaire returns tomorrow,
Ooh.
is the Ace of Hearts. Which
We haven't had an... Oh, no, we had an ace
Yeah,
before.
we had the
Ace of Spades.
stable hand. Yeah. But we have the Miller.
Bitte?
Alles gut.
Okay. Oh, right, who do we have now? Sorry.
The Miller.
The Miller. What an unusual client for someone running an apothecary. The Miller...
Nope. That's
No.
a D20.
The Miller is not named D20.
Fluff.
Oh god, the Miller is named Fluff.
I love it.
That's
Like
a
you were
name.
saying. Miller Fluff. Maybe it's a nickname. One time they were dealing with sheep when they didn't know what job that they wanted to do yet.
Yeah.
And they ended up just covered in little bits of fluff.
Aww. That's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
Okay, so let's see the mood of Fluff. What is that? A 3, which is nervous.
Oh,
Why are you nervous, Fluff?
well, we've kind of given ourselves a very easy out to answer any question that's like, why are they nervous? Well, because they're contributing to the big event.
Yep, exactly. So, let's see.
However, as a miller to directly contribute, that would be difficult because, you know, all the wheat should be ground way in advance.
Yeah, maybe there's something wrong with a recent batch.
That could be, yeah. It may be that it's been a little dry because there hasn't been a proper rainstorm in a while, and the one time where it looked like there was gonna be one, it magically disappeared.
This is true. Well, it didn't magically disappear. It just went faster than he was expecting.
It magically moved away too fast.
Okay. Well then, let's find out what Miller Fluff is looking for. If you would like to roll.
Right, let's see. It is a 5.
Health and healing potions.
Health and healing.
We haven't had that in a little while.
Yeah, we had it in the beginning twice.
Yeah.
And then...
And then nothing. So let's see. What does Fluff want? A common healing salve.
All right.
Standard enough. I'm sure that we've done this a million times.
Yeah, sure.
It's
What can go wrong?
it's a very common one that people need.
Nothing can go wrong here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
No. Okay, let's see what we're missing.
Yep. No 3s.
Roll a 4.
Hey, we're not
missing
missing
nothing.
anything.
God, we are such a well-run apothecary.
Yep. We're back on track. I feel like that makes sense though. Like a huge success because the apothecary had left all of the things that we needed to begin with at the start, and then we ran out of those things.
Yeah.
And then we started messing things up, and then we got into the flow of it and we're doing better.
Exactly. That's how it happened.
Okay. Common healing salve. There are letters in there. Okay. For a common healing salve, like it was the rosemary before, right?
Yes. Yeah, because, rosemary is
standard. Yeah.
Yeah. But his mood was nervous.
Larger batch size.
But I think then maybe not rosemary.
Yeah.
Maybe this time we want to put in some poppy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Some sleep, calming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is an actual effect of poppy.
Yep. Poppies from Wizard of Oz.
I don't recall specifically.
There's
it's been a while.
Scene, yeah. There's a scene where Dorothy and her companions are going through a poppy field.
And they all fall asleep, right?
They all fall asleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a little bit of poppy, just to calm him down.
Yeah.
Not too much.
Yeah.
We don't want him conked out on the job.
No, we don't.
Okay. Would you like to roll or should I?
You go ahead.
Okay.
I rolled last time for the vessel. Not for the vessel, for the missing thing. But it's a vessel. We know.
Too many vessels missing. Whoop. It's a 3, but that means it's a mixed success.
Nice.
This time it's fine to roll a 3. So mixed success. Maybe the poppy's a little bit too strong. Mm-hmm. And it fully functions as a common healing salve, but it makes him a little bit numb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe rest for a day or two before using heavy machinery.
Yeah.
That's probably for the best.
Probably good advice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oops.
It's, most people don't complain that they're feeling too calm and chilled out.
Yeah.
Too stressed is a much more common complaint.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is true.
Right. What's our question? I need a new sheet.
You do? How dare.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well, I think that I kind of touched on this a little bit with what I was asking before, but are there any unique common illnesses that sweep through the village? Because I was talking about like lots of injuries and stuff like that. Yeah.
Unique common illnesses.
Yeah. So how often does the apothecary find herself making large batches of potions to fight off these illnesses, and how difficult are they to make? Like, of course, there's the standards, like flus and colds and things like that. But maybe there's something like, since we've established there are, like, magical creatures in this world, all of that, lots of things are magical. What if there's something like dragon fever?
I literally was thinking about that. Yeah. Yeah.
Same hat, same hat.
Yeah. Yeah. It is named for a dragon, association with hot and fire. It's not actually caused by exposure to dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Dragon fever might be a version of hay fever.
Oh, probably could. But maybe instead of in the spring, it's in winter?
Yeah,
That might be
caught. It might be caught by the absence of something. Because
I like that.
During spring, summer, and autumn, maybe there may be trees that produce a specific sort of, not just pollen, because pollen is specifically to, but they release something in the air that
maybe there's something magical in the leaves themselves, and so when all of the leaves are gone, that absence of the magic makes people a little bit ill.
That's nice.
So it's not even like, it's its own kind of pollen, but it's a positive one, right? I feel like it would definitely be a large batch situation, especially since we've established that magic is everywhere in this world.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're
definitely.
on our last
The
day.
final day. Let's see how many customers we have today.
Before the apothecary comes home.
Another 3.
Another 3.
Let's go.
These dice really love 3s.
They really do.
Which is silly because they're four-sided. There shouldn't be a preference, but there is.
And we've switched dice, so this is not this dice unbalanced situation.
Nope. Okay, let's see.
First
what do we
customer of the day, the Queen of Hearts.
which is the queen.
Oh, the Queen herself.
The queen has come to call.
I mean, there's a big event. Maybe the Queen is the one.
Running the event, or like
Coming.
officiating the event, or whatever it may be.
Yeah, she's coming to town. Yeah.
Oh no. And the apothecary isn't here.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Better not roll a miss up on this one. Okay. What does Her Majesty need? I think...
Well, what's her mood?
Yeah, oh God, what's her mood? I just draw
you
the
want-
cards.
Okay.
For the mood.
7. She's aloof.
Oh,
Which
okay, very
feels-
queenly.
Yeah, very queenly.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a name for our queen?
I just go with Her Majesty.
Her Majesty? Okay, I dropped things. We're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The queen
Yeah.
is aloof. We have
We are
no
commoners.
change.
We would not address her any other way than Her Majesty.
Your Majesty. Wobbles a little bit in the curtsy, but does a decent job.
As long as you don't topple over.
Okay, so what does she want?
Let's find out. I rolled
Well, it
number
worked.
5.
A health and
Another-
healing.
Should we roll again?
Yeah,
Because we've
roll
had
again. We've
at
had a
least
lot of those.
4 healing potions. So
Yeah,
far.
3 or 4 of them.
Oh,
An
an
enhancement
enhancement
potion.
potion. Our second most requested one.
Yep.
Oh, and
Okay.
the one that we failed the most at.
Yep. Let's see. 1. A silver tongue serum.
That fits it very well. And she probably has to hold a speech.
It would not surprise me. So, the silver tongue serum enables the drinker to be more persuasive to anyone they speak to for a brief amount of time. A small dose of this silvered liquid is all that is needed, although persuasion is not the same as compulsion, and there's still a chance that it will be unsuccessful.
Nice. Very fitting
Yeah.
for someone in a position where they have to maybe hold a speech or two in public.
Exactly. I love that for her. So, silver tongue serum. Okay. So there's no change from her mood, but is there a missing ingredient or vessel?
Let's find out. I wrote the last one.
Okay. 2. We are missing a complex ingredient from silver tongue serum.
Okay, let's check what we might be missing.
We are missing this thing. We're missing it. We're not just picking an ingredient.
Yeah. But what ingredient are we missing?
Unicorn horn might be a cool one. I think it's insight.
Feels very queenly.
Yeah. There's also, let's see. What else could it be? Yeah, the sound of leaves doesn't work here.
No, not really.
Do you like my number 4 here?
Yes, I love the number 4. It doesn't fit here, but it's a fantastic one.
So should we go with the unicorn horn?
I like the unicorn horn.
Okay, so we're missing the unicorn horn.
Yes, we're missing the unicorn horn.
But unicorn horn might not literally be unicorn horn. It could be a name for something, like Eye of Newt is not literally Newt's eyes.
Then again, we've been duped for the Tears of Mermaids. One's already on the market.
This is true.
We need to double check our ingredients.
So what do we do about this unicorn horn that we desperately need for the Queen's potion?
Is there... I mean, the Queen is coming into the city. Is there maybe a unicorn in her entourage?
Are we taking like a little chip from it?
Yeah, one could ask. That could be one thing, but as you said, it may not be actual unicorn horn. But then, what would it be?
Yeah, it could be an actual like liquid of some kind. Like it's the name of a very rare, very expensive drink, for example, or it could be an actual like plant.
That might be. I like the drink idea. It might be a specific drink where there is ground opal suspended in it, so that it looks swirling like one you.
And it's in one of those like cone-shaped glasses.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
That's a
note for my person who's making the mocktails and cocktails that are inspired by these potions.
Ooh. Drink. There actually is a liquor you can buy with there's edible glitter in there that settles at the bottom when it's standing still, and then when you shake it, it turns into this beautiful, mystifying white glittery liquid.
I love that. Okay, so it's a liquid that looks. Those are totally letters.
Sure. You know, postmodern letters.
Oh, it's terrible. Okay, so in this case, I feel like Lyra would be like, I know someone who has this.
What? How do you know someone who has this?
I know everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go and talk to my friend, and I'm sure that they will have some available, especially since, you know, our customer's kind of important. So I'll be able to, I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be back. And scurries off to the tavern. Where she knows that someone has this unicorn horn drink. Whether it's actually like the liquid that we need, or if it's like an alcoholic beverage, we'll find out. You know what? Sure. She might be confused.
True, but as long as you bring the right ingredient, and we'll see on our successful if you brought the right ingredient or not.
Yep. So I guess I'm rolling it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm not fucking up the queen's order. That's a 3. That's a 3.
Is it a 3?
Yeah, that's a 3. The skull in the die is touching it there. That's why it's a little...
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that in there? Okay.
The skull.
So it's a mixed success.
But we didn't blow anything up this time.
Yep. You know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, this could have gone way worse. Way.
Yep. Okay, so why is it a mixed success?
Maybe it wasn't concentrated enough unicorn blood. A unicorn horn.
Horn, yeah.
Blood horn.
Ew. Okay.
Because, you know, with any a strong liquid, it can be more or less concentrated. And this just wasn't quite as concentrated as we would have needed it to be.
Like maybe it was watered down a little bit. Okay. So, yes, this will work. It will work.
It will absolutely work.
Yes, but maybe wait until the last minute to drink it.
Yeah, that it might not have that much longevity that we were looking for.
So hopefully you have a short speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the best.
Good luck.
Okay.
Then we finally had someone who was not one of the townsfolk.
The commoners.
Yeah.
Let's answer our next question.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Well, with that, let me see. I think that a question that is close to that is there a knightly order established here, and who commands it? How do they receive that title? So, not in this town itself. We don't have knights here. Maybe we used to with that lore, but we don't have them anymore. They moved to the new castle, wherever this queen is from. She's probably from like 2 cities over.
Yeah, there's a fair distance.
Yeah. And so we don't usually see knights in this town unless they're passing through.
Yeah.
So with that, the other questions are irrelevant.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we don't have knights here. Nope. But okay.
But you can still find, some sigils of knightly orders in proximity of the garrison. But it's just overgrown of one of these things that weren't maintained because nobody felt responsible for it.
Yeah.
Like nobody was a knight anymore. So nobody was like, yeah, I need to take care of that.
Yep. Okay, second to last customer.
Ooh, and they are...
I can't read that.
Seven of
of
hearts.
hearts. What do we have? The cobbler. We went from the queen to the cobbler.
Listen, we serve anyone.
Everyone.
We serve whoever walks through our door, no questions asked. If you maybe have the
Close
money.
your eyes. Actually, I'm gonna have it just one page. Gregor.
Gregor the Cobbler.
I love it.
That's a nice name.
Yeah.
I like the name in general.
Yeah, that's from the ferocious names.
Oh, Gregor.
So,
Ferocious.
what is Gregor's mood? Would you like to roll?
Yes, I would love to roll. Let's see. I kind of want to see someone with a 6 for once.
Yes.
I rolled a 1.
Gregor is joyful.
Nice. I'm happy for him.
Yep.
Well, the cobbler. Maybe a lot of people are walking around now for the event. Maybe he's making some. He maybe just be making some good business to offering shoe shines for the queen is here. Look proper.
So we're going to be changing the common ingredient
Okay.
because he's joyful.
Nice.
Okay. So with that, let's find out what he wants.
What does he want?
What is that?
7.
Power augmentation potion.
Power augmentation. Let's see what options we have.
Yeah, and then I think that for the last one, if I don't roll a 2, we're gonna pick 2.
Yes, I like that.
So
This is supposed to showcase this.
Yeah.
And
okay, would you like to roll?
yeah. I have a personal wish, one number I
Okay.
hope there comes, but I will abide
By the dice.
by the dice. And it came.
The Vivid Dream Straw?
Yes.
Hey, would you like to read it then?
I would love to read it. The vivid dream straw is brewed from the petals of dream bloom flowers. It grants the imbiber lucid dreaming abilities and vivid immersive dreams. These dreams can sometimes lead to the drinker being uncertain of what is a dream and what is reality, and should be used in moderation. The potion takes its hue from the dream bloom flower, which makes it shimmer with an iridescent and shift from one color to the next in a hypnotic dance.
Yay. You just attacked me with your hair.
I know.
Okay, the Vivid Dreams Draught for our joyful cobbler.
Aww. That is... I like the combination.
Yeah.
Why may he want that to... Who is he dreaming of? What is he dreaming of?
I don't know. Well, let's find out what we're missing. Ooh, a complex ingredient. So we're changing the common ingredient and we're missing the complex one.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is going to be tricky. We'll see if we can pull this off.
Okay, changing the common one. I feel like the changing of the common one really comes down to why he wants the potion, because the effects are so different.
Yeah. So he's joyful. He wants the Vivid Dreams Draught. I feel like he just had something very wonderful happen to him and he wants to relive the memory.
Oh, I like that. Yes. What would go with that as
Well,
a
I mean,
common?
there's that.
Oh,
but-
yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, so rosemary again. Rosemary, I have the different uses for each of these ingredients in here, and I try to keep it to one line, so I'll do 2 to 3 different possible uses just to have a little variety. So rosemary is healing, memory, and warding.
And memory fits what we've set up here really well.
Yep, so, but
But,
rosemary has to be changed.
oh, well, I think we might need to change it to Poppy. Well, look at, because Poppy has illusion, sleep, and calming.
Yeah,
For vivid dream portion,
that would make
illusion
sense.
and sleep is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So then the missing complex ingredient then.
Mm-hmm.
It can be uncommon as well.
I'll have a look at the uncommon ones. I feel like we've tapped in there less often. No, the uncommon ones don't really fit.
Mm-hmm. I don't think any of those.
And number 4 in a weird way.
Yeah, in a really weird way though.
Yeah, that's some sleep demon things. Maybe it is an intangible thing. Because he's looking for a dream.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it could be this one.
I'm always for that one. But maybe number 5 is actually the one that's better. Like, there's one that has to do with a cat, and I always am for the option with a cat, but there's something that fits narratively way better.
The memory of a moment of true joy. We're missing this, but I think that it's right in front of us. We have to somehow extract it from him.
Oh God, how do you extract?
But
a
not
memory?
in like a negative way at all. It's more of a, even if it's just like recording it down on paper and then somehow infusing that into the potion.
We
like
can,
that paper.
yeah, we can burn it and include the ashes in the potion.
Yeah. Okay. So he tells us his life story and what exciting thing happened to him.
What exciting thing could have happened to him? I could imagine. We are not a port town, so until things reach us that are seafaring related, it takes quite a while. I could imagine he had a brother, and that brother went into seafaring. There had recently been a number of storms on sea, and it was reported back that none of the fleet of his brother, where his brother was on, had made it.
Okay.
However, this morning a letter arrived from his brother telling that none of the ships made it,
Okay.
but some of the sailors survived, and he was among them. They were picked up by a vessel going into a vastly different direction, which is why only now returning to port being able to send word of their survival.
Okay. I like that. That's really sweet. Okay. I feel like Lyra's a little misty-eyed writing all of this down.
Me too.
Oh. So would you like to roll the d4 for the success?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. One.
I believe in you. Yay! It's a 4!
As long as we stay away from the enhancement potions, we are successful.
Exactly.
That's it.
So, the one thing that I haven't been writing down is our experience of making these potions, because, it's a little hard to do when you're doing this as a live stream. But I feel like this is one of those things, like I was talking about, Lyra's misty-eyed while writing these things down. She's just overcome with emotion, like, oh yes, this is, we are helping people in their lives to improve them, to make things better, things like that. They don't always succeed, but a lot of times they do.
Yeah.
So.
And we always try.
Yep, exactly. Okay, so let's see. You know what? I need to write more of these questions. We were talking about this before. I was like, do I really need to write more questions? I think I have enough, but we're down. We have questions left, but I feel like there need to be a few more options.
Yeah.
So that's going to be more to come. But let's answer this question. Are there any taboo magics in the world?
Ooh. I could imagine yes.
I mean, I do have a necromancer on my table of customers.
That's
a very common one.
That is a very common one, and there is this cabinet of ingredients that the apothecary has never used
or never that we've seen.
So there might be some sort of magic that is just a little off limits. Necromancy is a common go-to. That is true. I, however, also like the idea of magic, because all the magic we have so far produced has always been in the here and now, or drawn from something in the past. I could imagine that magic that is intending to alter the future, that is intending to interfere with fate.
Oh, I like that.
It's forbidden, because fate is maybe the one thing whether religions agree that is provided by the gods. And by trying to mess with that, you are trying to mess with the gods, and that's why it's forbidden, frowned upon, and possibly punished if you attempt it.
I like that a lot. I like that more than necromancy because it's such a standard one, you know? Like, oh yeah, resurrecting the dead, bad. It feels like a go-to.
It's a very
good reasons,
established
but still, like, it's an easy out, if that makes sense. Yeah. Again, no, that's a bad thing, but I like yours more.
But it's one of these things when you have, especially when you're trying to create a new world, when you have an immediate impulse for a question, it is worth to take a moment and examine, why is this my immediate first impulse, and why do I think every time when you whelp it and have to think that, well, of course it's like this, you can go like, yeah, but why do I think that, oh, naturally this is how it's supposed to be. And it can be that the result is, well, that's just how the world logically makes sense. But sometimes you also can come to the conclusion, oh, that's just something that I'm used to. So I'd just be continuing a common trope. Yeah. And that might be a good point to change it.
I admit I'm thinking of high rollers right now with Ophelia. You know, but yeah, like necromancy doesn't have to be bad necessarily, depending on how it's used in whatever world that you have created.
Exactly.
Yep.
Also, if you don't even go for any specific D&D game, a lot of healing spells are necromantic.
Yep.
They're, mending flesh. Mm-hmm. Removing dead flesh. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, on that happy note, should we...
Final customer!
Yep, the final customer before the Apothecaire returns.
Okay.
Do you want to flip it?
I think this is your game. You should do the honor.
We've got the 6 of clubs.
Who's that?
The vintner. The wine maker.
Oh, nice.
Vintner. So, we've had the queen, the cobbler, and then the vintner for our last 3 customers.
That is so interesting, because the German word for that is Winzer.
Huh, very
That's
close.
very close.
Should I pick a name or should you?
I want to pick the final name.
Okay, do you want me to have the full...
Yes, the full thing.
Okay, close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Shinlan
Okay.
with an X.
Nice.
Okay. Sounds good.
Shinlan.
Yep, what is Shinlan's mood?
You roll for it?
Yep. We've got an 8. Excited.
Excited again.
Yep.
Nobody, the entire playthrough, we have not rolled a single 6 on this table.
Nope, no one is nostalgic.
Yeah. And very few people were joyful.
Yeah.
Excited, yes. Joyful.
Aloof, yeah.
Yeah, very aloof people.
Yeah.
It's a village of cool kids.
Yep. So excited meaning a smaller batch size.
Nice. That's good on our resources.
Yep. Okay. Then let's see what Shenlan wants.
All right, I want to roll for the final potion.
Yes. Do it.
Let's see. Wait, no, we said
We're just
what-
going to choose the
Yes.
clairvoyance. Well, roll to see if you get a 2.
That would be so funny.
Yep. Nope.
No.
So we're choosing a 2 because we want to show out the clairvoyance potions.
Yeah.
So, let me get to that page. Do you want to roll?
Yes, I do. Let's see. D4. Oh, 4.
A 4, the empathic clarity tincture.
Interesting. What is
Yep.
that?
So this is one that I haven't written too much on yet because I'm still working on the descriptions for some of these potions. So the empathic clarity tincture, 2 drops of this potion into the drinker's morning tea or evening ale will allow the imbiber heightened awareness of others' motives and actions for a short time.
Ooh, that is interesting.
Yep.
What could a winter need that for?
Yep. So,
I have an idea what he could need that for.
ooh, tell me.
I could see, because he's a winter, so
Yeah.
there must be some wine growing around.
Yeah.
I could imagine that in the entourage of the queen, there is, I don't know if sommelier is the right term here, but a person who oversees the queen's dietary needs and including the wine. And I could imagine that our winter wants to, strike a deal with them to supply the queen with wine. And to gain better insight on them, to have a better feel on their mood, on their motives, what are the words they need to hear to agree.
Ooh, I like
For that, they want this potion.
I like that a lot. So with that, let's find out what is missing. If it is the vessel, I'm going to be very upset.
It is indeed the vessel.
We're going with it.
It fits.
Yeah.
It fits. We've foregone the vessel for many times, but
Yep.
the vessel wants to be seen.
Yep, the vessel is missing. I feel like, given the motive, given what Shinlan wants, it sounds like maybe it's like a miniature wine bottle.
Oh, yes.
What we need.
Specialized. Beautiful miniature wine bottle.
And that would be going to the glass blowers.
a second time this week.
Yeah.
Requesting this time rash order because we need it today. Very, very tiny, very delicate. You know.
Little wine bottle.
Little wine bottle.
Yep. And because this is a magical world, it is possible to make and finish glass in one day.
Exactly.
Yep. Totally possible. So with that, we've placed the order. We've come back. We're frantically trying to make this. Let's see. So for an empathic clarity potion, what do we think it has? We're only missing the vessel, so we can have anything we want from here.
Oh. I mean, I will always be for the sensation of a cat rubbing against your leg option, because that is one of the best feelings in the world.
Very true. Also, insight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, unicorn horn.
Yeah, so maybe we have some of the unicorn horn left over from the queens. And so we use that combined with the sensation of cat rubbing against your leg. Maybe we have a cat.
We should absolutely have a cat.
Yep. It comes and goes at will. We never know where it's going to show up.
Yeah. It's one of these things. This is not our cat. We are his servants.
Yes, exactly. So we have the unicorn horn and the sensation of a cat rubbing against your leg and a few other ingredients here and there.
No, just the good things you throw in. I have to say, I am very impressed by people who can taste the also detailed nuances of wine, because there are sommeliers who go like, oh yeah, I can taste this is oaky and I can taste the vanilla and the plum.
I like wine. I can't taste those differences.
I can go, this tastes good to me. This does not taste good to me. 100%. This tastes neutral to me. Those are the three categories I go with in wine.
Well, speaking of wine, with our vintner, would you like to make the final success roll of the game?
Oh.
I believe in you.
Okay.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
A 2.
Mixed failure.
We are not ending this on a high note. Oh no.
I mean, the queen and the cobbler were a high note.
That's true.
And then the apothecary arrives right as we are causing a mini little explosion. And just mini though, so it's not like a huge, big, loud thing. And I think that it would be like slightly muffled by fireworks going off outside.
Oh yeah.
And so we did not manage to make this vintner's potion, and we wasted quite a few ingredients. I think that the unicorn horn, maybe it can only hold for a certain amount of time, or I didn't have enough of it. One of those two things could have happened.
Yeah, it might have churned while we were waiting for a second way to use it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But hi, Apothecaire. Welcome home.
Welcome home.
We helped the queen today. She's in town. You should probably talk to her, maybe. But welcome home.
We helped a total of 16 people throughout the week.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Well, we
most
helped
of them successfully.
Yeah, we helped most of them.
We tried our best with everyone. Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't work out.
Yes, please do ignore the hole in the street.
We should probably get that fixed.
Yeah.
But life is good.
Everyone's alive.
And with that, I will read the closing thing with the Apothecaire's return. So, after a challenging week with the Apothecary away, she finally returns from her journey. What does she find upon her return? We've established that. Will she be pleased with your results, or find there's much work yet to be done to hone your skills before you too can become an apothecary?
I feel like we need a specialized training on
Yeah.
on some of the versions.
On a couple of them at least. But yeah, yay! So that's the Apothecare's Apprentice. Yay.
Oh, it's so nice.
Thank you.
It's really cute.
So it's still on Kickstarter until the end of November. So if you enjoyed watching this and want to get a copy of your own, definitely check that out. There are custom dice that look like little potion bottles.
They're beautiful.
They're so pretty. Rune Fable has made those. The artwork that you see here is by Alderdoodle, Ramona. She's absolutely incredible. And the designs that I did, yes, gorgeous, lovely, amazing. The designs here for the overlays are also available as an add-on on the Kickstarter, but also all of the artwork, like over there, that stuff. That artwork is from GhostCandle. Natalie does incredible work. The majority of the artwork in the game is from Natalie's stock art pack. Just absolutely gorgeous. Is there anything that you want to say to end out the game?
I would say I'm really looking forward to see the unlocked Kickstarter goal that we have here, because the Kickstarter so far has been really successful.
Yep.
And outside of the Apothecary's Apprentice, there's going to be a little add-on book, right? With some cocktails.
Yes. So currently there's already 8 cocktails and mocktails that are being designed. But at the next goal, which I don't think we'll get to it before this video airs.
You can change this.
Yeah.
Oh no, not before, but
yeah. No, the next goal at 5,000 euros is going to be all 32 potions will be made into cocktails and mocktails. So some of the descriptions that you got will also be turned into drinks, hopefully, once we hit 5,000. So I know that we'll do it because I really want to have all of these creations come to life. I'm very excited. But yeah, so there's a bunch of other things as well. At 5,500, there we go, words. I will actually write up the story of my Apothecare's Apprentice as a short story for all contributors. And at 7,000, I did 2 add-ons. At 7,000, there are custom end papers for the game. And then at 12,000, I will actually write up descriptions of all 52 NPCs. That will take a little bit of time if we hit that goal, but I'm hopeful. That'd be awesome. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you enjoy the Apothecare's Apprentice. Have a good one.
Bye.
Get to the end screen.